Good morning, night owls. How are you all? I think I've missed you. It's been a minute. It's been about a month. How y'all doing? I don't expect to keep y'all too long. I really have been meaning to do this live a couple of weeks ago, but I be getting busy throughout the week and in the daytime and in the evenings is when I do my naps. So I just woke up and I felt like talking. That's all. I ain't gonna keep y'all long because I know this is probably a triggering topic. A lot of people don't like to get involved. Um, I'm sure I might lose some subs over it. I might even make some people mad that I'm cool with. But please understand that my heart is sincere. I am not trying to offend anyone. I'm really not. I enjoy conversation. I enjoy respectful conversation. And actually, I enjoy a good debate. Maybe that come from my early quiz bowl days or whatever. Um, so I'm not trying to step on anyone's toes or make anybody feel bad. I would never want to do that. But I also think it's a conversation that needs to be had. There's a lot of misunderstandings going on. I feel like there's a lot of passive aggressiveness that is going on. And I think that those things can be worked out if we all have a conversation to get a better understanding of one another. But first, let me say hey to everybody. Hey, how you doing, Monica, China? What's up, Miss Jackie, baby? I'm glad you up. I'm glad you up. How you doing? Hope everything is okay with you and yours. Um, hope everything is okay with you and your babies, China. And of course, Monica, one in a million. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? And I definitely don't expect a lot of people to participate in this live because it's not really about any type of sector drama. I've been getting messages all week to, wanting my opinion about what's been going on in these YouTube streets lately. And I'm probably just going to say a few things about the topic. And if y'all want to discuss that, we can, but honestly, I really don't even know what is it to discuss. Um, like we understand that slow-headed motherfucker over there is a hypocrite. We understand that. We understand that he's a coon. We understand that he's a sellout. We understand that he ain't shit and ain't gonna never be shit. But I also understand that it seems to me as though in order to really participate as a content creator, you got to fuck with people that you know ain't shit. And I'm not willing to do that. I'm just not. I'm not going to capitulate. I'm not going to conform. If I know a nigga ain't shit, then I'm not going to fuck with him. That just, I don't get it. People do as they wish or whatever the case may be or whatever. But when he start calling you bitches and hoes, just shut the fuck up and keep that shit to yourself. I personally don't want to hear it because we already know what that is. But, as long as somebody is going after somebody that you dislike, everybody is all friends again. And yeah, I can't fuck with that. I can't respect that. And whoever want to get mad, they can get mad. I'm just going to call the shit how I see it. I don't come on YouTube to be fake. I come on YouTube to be real. I keep it cute in real life. But on here, I say how I feel because this is my outlet. Um, but I try to be respectful towards everyone. I really do. Oh, sorry, just getting a text message. But anywho, yeah. If anybody want to ask some questions or have something to say, I don't mind. But to me, it's pretty, it's pretty obvious of what's going on. It's really just the same shit and different names. Same script, different actors, you know? So it is what it is. But anyhow, my new favorite spot is TikTok. If you have a TikTok account, please follow me. I am at Nikki Pope 747. I will probably do more content there. I enjoy TikTok. And not to say that TikTok is just so much better than YouTube, but I think I've gotten spoiled to the fact of hearing full, complete arguments in 3 minutes or less. And it's just really hard, unless it's some stuff that's really going on, it is very hard for me to sit through 2 and 3 hour lives. And I'm saying that as a person who has done 2, 3, 4, 5 hour lives, and I ain't watched not near one of my lives. Near one of them. I hate that I even do lives that long, but the conversations get going and we be having fun. So whatever. But I enjoy TikTok because and it's definitely a lot of bullshit. They be catching flights over there too. They be meeting up with folks, breaking up, then telling all their business. Um, it's just over there they do it in 3 minutes or less. So I think TikTok has definitely given me adult ADHD. I cannot sit too long listening to nobody talk anymore. Um, but also, what I like about TikTok is that even though it's messy, it's actually a so-called sector called Messy Talk. Um, but it also speaks to a lot of social issues, social injustice, particular, which is definitely one of my interests. I think a lot of people know that about me, um, and it's interesting. It really is. We I love the spice of my people. We keep it 100. But I can say about over there, it's about real issues that affect the Black community as a whole. Um, I don't know if you all know it or not, but Black women is pretty much on strike all across the country. Like we ain't helping nobody. We ain't helping white women with these abortion debates. We not helping Black men who choose to dog Black women out and date white women. And then when them white women kill their ass, we ain't got nothing to do with that. We will not be marching for you. We are also heavily involved in the reparations debate. And I am finally on board. There will be no vote from me or my household until we get some tangibles, God damn it. So the social warriors over there is strong, and that's what I like. But one of the main things that's been coming up lately is this whole transgender debate. And again, I'm for human rights first and foremost. I believe everybody has the right to be in a safe environment. Everybody has the right to be respected. Um, I do not wish ill on anyone, but I cannot lie if I don't feel a little passive aggressiveness from some of the T girls. And it's kind of weird because um, from what I see, Black women are really their strongest supporters. And so it's been a lot of talk about transplanting the wombs. And it seems as though anybody has a question about that, then you are automatically hit with the, oh, you're transphobic. And it's like, what? Because I asked the question? Because I want to know where the hell y'all getting all these wombs from? I mean, because we know it's a whole bunch of Black women just coming up disappearing without a trace. Young Black women, because you can't, the wombs of 90-year-old women that's done live their life, that ain't gonna work. So if that's fine. I ain't trying to stop nobody from experiencing childbirth and this, that, and the other. If y'all want to have cramps and periods, do what you do. Do what you do. But why are women catching so much aggression? That's just my question. And that's how I feel. And let me be more specific. Because I've always, of course, we black. We all got gay people in our family, we got trans people in our family. And I guess I grew up around the old school ones. I actually had a neighbor that I grew up with that was um I don't know. I don't even know all the lingo or whatever, but he used to do shows and perform in women's drag. And I believe he referred to himself as a drag queen back there. But he was like one of the first people that checked me, you know, um, about how to talk to him. Because I was young or whatever, and be like, "Hey, girl, yeah, woo woo woo," and he was like, "Hold on, wait a minute, I'm a man first, like please understand, I'm very clear, I'm a man." But it seems like the younger generation, um, they don't look at it like that. They're like, I'm just as woman as you are. And to be honest, I kind of take issue with that. I do. I mean, I hate, I don't like to step on anybody's toes. I'm a big believer in keeping it cute. But to me, to me, it's offensive to think that you can get some heels, a dress, go buy some ass and titties and a wig, and then think you are just as much woman as I am. And it's not that um, I have a problem with how you are identifying yourself, but I feel that like there should be lines, and those lines are getting crossed. And I feel like a lot of us women, we cater to try to make everybody feel acceptable, especially Black women. We are everybody's biggest supporters. But when it's time for Black women to get some support, we look around, ain't nobody there. Nobody. And that's for all groups. That's just what I see it. And I'm gonna drop the link. Anybody who wants to talk about it or have a comment or whatever, that's fine. That's what I'm here for. But I just feel as though if I am expected to participate in your personal mental perception of yourself, and I am expected to respect your viewpoints and how you feel, I feel like that's a two-way street. Mine should be respected as well. Um, I hear the term cisgender a lot. Me personally, I don't like that. I don't like to be called cisgender. I don't like to be called a breeder. I don't like to be called a bleeder. Um, all of these terms, because in my mind, when you start renaming things and renaming people, um, that's to conflict the two. That's to me, that's kind of like a type of social engineering. We see that even with cults. When people go over to cults and stuff, the first thing they do is strip away their identity and say, we all the same. You know, um, and of course, I am not a person with the gift of the gab, which I am not sad about because, be honest, most people I know they have the gift of the gab are full of shit. But so I'm just talking. I just feel the conversation is important because I know even on other platforms, I haven't seen it so much on YouTube, but as a platforms, like it's getting real contentious, you know. And not all straight women, or I don't even want to say regular women, but not all biological women feel the way that I do. A lot of biological women is like, "Yep, go girl, you get you a uterus, woody woody woo. Yes, you just as woman as I am, this, that, and the other, whatever." But my thing is for those of us who don't feel like that, what's wrong with us asking questions for understanding? Because I feel like the conversation gets immediately shut down as soon as you say anything. It's like you're supposed to just accept it and agree with it, and if you don't, then you're transphobic, and the conversation is shut down. I don't feel like that's gonna be good for anybody. I really don't. I think it would be in the best interest if we could have these conversations. And honestly, I've always wanted a sort of kind of debate channel or to be a part of a debate channel. And since I can't really find one on here, maybe I'll start one myself. But anyhow, oh, let me check these comments out. I told myself I gotta do better. Oh, hey, goddess. How are you? I meant to text you too. I'm glad you up. I forgot I got my night crew up in here. Real life, what's up? What's up? What's up? How y'all doing? I appreciate y'all stopping through. Um, Jackie says they can express themselves without shitting on black women. And that's my thing. That's what I'm feeling like. It's like a bunch of passive aggressiveness. And then all of these new terms and labels. Why am I being labeled? I don't understand. To me, it's like, okay, so we sit there and we think about people like Rachel Dola or whatever her name is. When we think about white women who try to um, caricature black women, and we like, hold on, wait a minute, that's disrespectful. You tanning yourself, wearing makeup shades 5 times darker than your shade. You're just being the most ghetto version of a black woman there is just because you grew up in a black neighborhood or you like black dick. I think we're all in agreement, even with the trans community. We look at that shit and be like, hold on, wait a minute. Like, no, that's not cool. Something wrong with you, this, that, and the other. But yet when you put that on to a biological man that may identify as a woman, then it's like, oh, shut the fuck up. This is how I feel. And if you don't agree with it, you're transphobic. Like, y'all don't see a problem with that? Am I the only one? So, like Rachel Doza and the girl that was on Dr. Phil, like that's bad. But T girls are okay. And not saying that they are not okay. You can do what you want to do. You can dress how you want to dress. You buy wigs, have all the surgeries you want to or whatever. My issue is for one being called a cis anything or a bleeder or a fish or a breeder or whatever terms they have. And also um for those who like to make those slick comments to make it seem as though just because you mentally perceive yourself this way or just because you feel this way that you are the same as me. And I'm not okay with that. I think it's okay for everybody to be different. Like, why are we? Is it some type of replacement trying to go on? Like, I don't know. Like, I really don't. And it's like it's hard for me to even speak about it because hell, you can't have a conversation. You can't have a conversation with nobody. You get shut down. You get jumped on, even by other, biological women. And it's kind of crazy. But really, what brought me to this conversation. And again, hold on one second. Let me drop this just in case anybody has anything that they want to say. I really didn't plan this. Well, I knew I had been wanting to do it, but I didn't think I was going to wake up and want to do it. But it seemed a little quiet out here in these YouTube streets. And I was like, you know what? It's a good time. And I hadn't been on live for a minute. So please excuse me if I'm all over the place or whatever. But we're going to work it out. But what brought me to this conversation is that, of course, I've been on TikTok. Um, and for the most part, I've had some good conversations or whatever. Um, but there was this one person who took, issue with what I was saying. And on TikTok, TikTok is all about sharing. On YouTube, it's like, oh, you share my stuff, I'm gonna flag you. Woo woo woo. Well, no, the whole purpose of TikTok is to share, and not even only videos, but comments. So somebody picked out a comment, a trans girl picked out one of my comments, and she put it on her wall, and I honestly think it kind of backfired on her. It was more people that was supporting my argument than hers, which, and this was like weeks ago, and I'm still getting lots of requests. I probably need to start doing videos because I'm just way too opinionated to keep on typing in comments or whatever. But let me show y'all. Let me just get to the point. Oh, who is Mercury? How you doing? So what if they are born with both sexes? Um, I don't know if that's considered a T-girl because that is something that happens. I actually know someone who is born with both sexes, and I guess their parents at an early age chose to bring them up as a girl. Those things go on all the time, and it goes on more than we know about it because, again, a lot of times when a child is born with both sexes, the parents are normally told to choose, and maybe operations are made, and this, that, and the other. And that person, like the person that I know that was born with both sexes, didn't know that they were born with both sexes until they was an adult. The parents never even told them. Which brings up a whole nother argument. Some people say, well, I'm a T girl, I was naturally like this, I was naturally born. But then you go, okay, well, if you were naturally like this, then what are the hermaphrodites? I mean, because they are truly naturally, you know, T girls. So again, I don't know. I don't claim to be an expert in this. I be trying to understand because, again, I don't want to offend anybody, but nobody wants to just really have the conversation. So, to answer your question, Mercury, I mean, I don't know. So what if they are born with both sexes? Yeah, I mean, they're just born with both sexes. I don't have a problem with people can identify what they want to, they can wear what they want to do, they can have as many surgeries as they want to. I have a problem with the passive aggressiveness towards biological women. I have a problem being labeled as cisgender. And some people will say, oh, well, that term has always been around. Well, I have never filled out an application that asked me if I was cisgendered. And from my research, that term is a medical term that really pretty much came around 1993. So it's pretty new. It's pretty new. And I hear it on social media. It's not something that I just really hear in everyday life. So, Goddess says, I'm addicted to TikTok. So many interesting things there. Oh my God. It really is. You know how you get that lady that says, oh, you've been scrolling too long. Take a walk, take a drink. Like, girl, shut up. I'm finna keep on scrolling. Yeah. Because it's like, it's so interesting. You're not stuck on just one subject. You can learn 20 different things in 10 minutes, So, yeah, I'm a big proponent of TikTok. I definitely am. But let me see if I can share this. I wanted to show you all this post. Can y'all see that? I need to get my phone so I can see what's going on. Oh, okay, y'all can see that. Yeah. So this is the post that started it all.
I'm sorry, this might be a hot take or whatever, but a lot of you cis women are going to be very upset when trans women are able to carry children due to a uterus transplant. Because it's coming. Hello? I'm sorry, this might be a hot take or whatever, but a lot of you cis women are going to be very upset when trans women are able to carry children due to a uterus transplant. Because it's coming. Hello? I'm sorry, this might be a hot take or whatever, but a lot of you cis women are going to be very upset when trans women are able to carry children due to a uterus transplant. Because it's coming. Hello? I'm sorry.
Okay, so I let that play a couple of times just so everybody can understand, what we was working with. Really, I mean, it wasn't too much of a big deal, and but it was just an example of what I felt is like passive aggressiveness, because as I said, Black women are typically the biggest supporter of the trans community. But anytime it's like any type of progress made, it's always some kind of little backhanded comment towards women. And really, when I wrote my post, let me see if I can find it. I says, "We not in competition, sir. Imagine a response if a white girl told a Black woman we gonna be mad when they get a melanin transplant. The delusion of it all." Okay. And of course I got personal messages. People wasn't even just responding under my comments. It was sending personal messages. "Oh, you're transphobic, whatever." But this is the comment that just really started it all. This person, Elise, I'm not good with names, but anyhow, it says, "Nobody's going to be mad. Why are you trying to villainize cis women?" And, really, I agree with that. And so I said, I'm still trying to figure out why we needed to be renamed cis and why we are just rolling with it. Accepting that leads to shit like this. And what I meant by shit like this was being passive aggressive. And that's how I felt. But little did I know that this Elise person is actually a trans person. And really at the time it didn't matter, but she is talking about, you're trying to villainize cis women. And, well, I come in and, I just don't agree with the term cis anyway. And why are we rolling with it? Because I see it a lot of times or whatever. And I'm like, okay, why do I feel a certain type of way about it, but others don't? I mean, it really was a genuine question. Maybe I'm just getting old, and I'm just getting stuck in my ways. That could be the case or whatever. But that, along with the passive aggressiveness, it just didn't sit right with me. So instead of addressing any of that, because even before I realized that she was a T girl, I thought we still agreed on the whole villainizing part. So she actually took my comment and put it on her page. Let me see if I
I'm
can
sorry,
find
this might be a
it.
hot take or whatever, but a lot of you cis women are going to be very upset when trans women are able to carry children due to a uterus transplant. I'm sorry, this might be a hot take or whatever, but a lot of you cis
I normally work
when
this.
trans women are able to carry children due to a uterus transplant.
I normally work this on my phone. I'm not used to looking at TikTok through Chrome, so bear with me. I'm gonna try to find a comment. So the person took my comment, as you see right there, and put it on her page. And she says, "Leads to what?" And of course, I was talking about the passive aggressiveness, because I feel like, what other purpose, is it to redefine or to try to recategorize women? When you try to redefine and recategorize women, is to try to, I think when you start going down that road, it kind of makes it like it's some type of competition, when anytime something is the original, we just let that be the original. You don't try to merge other things with it. And again, I'm sure people are going to have a problem with that. I don't know. I just can't do nothing but be me. I can't do nothing but be honest. I'm still working on me. That's it. That's all. But again, I don't mean any harm or whatever. But so that's what she did. And so, of course, I got notified for it. Let's go see if we can see the comments. And I said, leads to the subject of the video you commented on. And these people were replying to me. And so everything is out of context. But, of course, people start getting aggressive or whatever. So I said, I am woman. I am already established. I find it weird that a group feels the need to rebrand me without my permission, then passively aggressively tell me I will be mad about something I do naturally when they have the ability to do it artificially. We are not in competition. I'm in my lane. Y'all have a lane, is what I meant to say. And it's cool, but it just gets weird when you all get aggressive for no reason after renaming us and hoping we will be mad when we have been your biggest supporters. It's given secretly jealous friend vibes. Just my opinion. And honestly, a lot of people agreed with me more than I thought they would. But again, that's kind of why I like TikTok. You get views from all over, whatever. And some was nice and some was not so nice. But I don't know if I want to go. I mean, it's a lot of comments. But eventually, I just stopped going back and forth because really, I just need to do a video. I just really hadn't had the time. But again, find me on TikTok. Make sure you sub. I'm pretty sure I'll be more active over there just because I like the way the platform is. Let me see if I can get back. So, anywho, my question was, am I homophobic? Not homophobic, because I'm not talking about homophobia. Am I transphobic? What do you all think? I should have did a what you call it? One of those polls. That's what I should have did. Yeah, gotta say, I definitely won't be mad. Like it ain't nothing to be mad about. Come on, get these cramps. Like if that's what you want. When them cramps start hitting you, like you gonna see who mad. And that was a lot of people's response. Like no one cares, no one gives a damn. But I do want to know where the hell y'all gonna get all these damn wombs from. I do want to know that, like that, because I mean, it's a lot going on. People is coming up missing every day, B. Like that shit ain't cool. Like we need to get to the bottom of that. People just coming up missing without a damn trace. Like, and then all of a sudden, y'all got this supply of wombs to give people. I don't get that. But anyhow, what y'all think? It's okay. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. If you think of transphobic, just tell me. Maybe y'all see something that I'm not seeing. And maybe y'all have an understanding that I don't understand. I was just curious to see what everybody thought. Honestly. Honestly and truly. I haven't been able to be on too much on YouTube today, so I don't really know what's going on. I know it was a lot going on the last couple of days, but yeah. That shit goes up and down. So, I really don't have much to say about that. But if anybody wants to talk about that, they can just hit the panel, we can or whatever. But everything pretty much played out as to be expected, I guess. But I'm definitely interested in seeing what y'all have to say about this situation. They go get what we have naturally and we're mad. LML. Okay. I know. Is the shit to me, it just blows my mind. And like I said, a lot of people took issue when I said it's almost like you have that secretly jealous friend. And us women, we know what that is. They try to be like your friend, this, that, and the other, but really just, wishing bad on you the whole time, sabotaging you. It's like I got so many responses. It was like, because I asked that question, oh, you're just mad because we're taking your men. What? You taking our men? If you can take our men, they not our men. Them your men. Them your men. I don't. It be funny to me. It's like, what is the issue? What is the problem? Like, why is this so much? But I think someone had brought up a good point, that it seems as though um people can say, well, I feel like a woman, I feel like this or whatever, but you still got them balls. You still got that testosterone going through your blood. And to speak on it as far as women or whatever, um, forever, it seems as though, like, it's when they talk like that, it's like the man is coming out. It's like women has always had to, we can't have our own space. It's almost kind of like a control issue. It's like, you know, um, it's almost like some of them, and let me be clear, mostly I feel the younger ones. The older ones, to me, seem to have a different understanding, and they have respect, for everybody's order and everybody's place. But it just seemed like it's just a lot of aggression and tension, um, coming behind that. And it's like, why? Like, what else do you want? Like, everybody is trying to be supportive. We know it's issues, but everybody got issues. Everybody get hate from somewhere or whatever. But it's like, you're modeling your behavior after Black women. I don't care who you are around the world. You could be in Asia, Filipino, this, that, and the other. If you identify like that, your character is that of a Black woman. But it's almost like you really don't like us, and you're trying to become something that you really don't like. And to me, that's kind of manly. I don't know. What you think, Jackie?
I think it's some bullshit. I think
Peace out,
I
real.
think
I understand.
all that shit is dumb as hell. You can call yourself whatever the fuck you want to call yourself. But I
Hmm.
don't have to be subjected to what you think that I am, and vice versa. So if
Exactly.
you want that for yourself, why can't I have that for myself? It doesn't even make any fucking sense. But if you say that to one of these motherfuckers, they get all up in arms and shit. But that's what the fuck you want. So why can't I have that shit the same way? And I
Right.
don't give a fuck how many uteruses you go get. Why the fuck would I be jealous of you going to have to find and plant and replant and implant and whatever the fuck kind of planting you got to do to
Child.
get the uterus when I was born with one of these motherfuckers? You could have mine. Shit, I'm through with it anyway.
Right. So you're done with it anyway. Come get
And
this
you serve
motherfucker.
me well. Shit. I mean, come on. Like, what the fuck is that to be? You motherfuckers is the not all, but y'all to be the ones that's jealous. And like you said it perfectly. It's like that friend that's be secretly hating.
Right.
Girl, get a life.
Right.
What you want us to do? You want us to be mad at you? You want it to be some kind of issue or tension, and we can take your men. Take the motherfuckers in. They ain't shit
Okay.
half the time anyway.
Hmm.
Take all the ones you can take. You can have. We don't want them anyway. Go ahead about your business.
Right.
It's
Right.
not that serious. Y'all making a big deal out of nothing. This whole look, I don't give a fuck what you do with your parts, whoever you do it with. That's your business. But the whole situation is kind of ass because, in my opinion, like you were saying earlier, we all had somebody in our family, a family friend or some shit like that that was gay or cross dressed or whatever. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And this shit was normal. It wasn't.
It
It
was.
wasn't.
Yeah.
Nobody
Me
was
neither.
like marching up and down the street. You got to see me. You seen them motherfuckers. It
Right.
was what it was. It was. I don't understand. You know what I think? I'm gonna tell you the truth. I think once these white folks, you know
Mm.
what I mean, once they get
And
They
I
little
get
feelings
on that
hurt. That's how they turned. It got to be some kind of movement. Black folks been living like this for years. It ain't never been no problem.
for
Never.
years. For years, we've
I
always
went to school with gay
always
guys that jump
right.
double dutch and all kinds of shit. And
And
if
then
you fuck with them, they'll whoop your motherfucking ass too.
sure will.
With a dumping double dutch. But it wasn't no real issue. They got bullied just like everybody else got bullied.
Right.
Shit,
We
I got
all got
everybody got
bullied.
fucking bullied. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I don't understand when it got to be like this whole, oh, we need a whole movement. Why? For
Well,
what? I mean, I ain't gonna say that. I get, certain aspects of it because they were getting prosecuted and arrested and shit. But that hasn't happened in a really long time.
it hasn't,
And
and a lot of them they really have more rights than we do.
girl, talk about it.
Truth be told, and I think you hit the nail on the head. I think a lot of this is coming from white culture, and that would be my one problem, one issue. Like, I don't think as a whole, like, it used to not be, like you said, they was always around. It used to not even be that much tension, with the Black community. I know a lot of people used to say the Black community is homophobic, this, that, and the other. I never agreed with that. I never agree with that, because
not to the degree that they make it seem like. Now I ain't gonna say these niggas ain't out here
right, but
they are what they are, but it ain't like, it's not to the degree. Look, in any household, go ahead, finish what you were saying, because I was just gonna take it somewhere else. But go ahead, finish what you were saying. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine. I was just gonna say, it seems as though a lot of this is coming, from, I don't want to get into the narrative and agenda. I do think there is a narrative and agenda, because I don't understand why, it seems as though children are being targeted. That is definitely one of my issues. I feel like, we can go into that or whatever, but it seems as though a lot of the tension, it starts with them, and we have to understand that even though, even in our population it's a small population of the trans community. It's a bigger within the white community, because they are the majority. And I think we can never forget that those are white men. Even though they might identify as women, they still have that white male mentality. And and to me, that's evident, because anytime they want to counsel somebody, they quick to counsel a Black man, but they ain't never counseled Elvis Presley. They ain't never counseled Hugh Hefner for all of that shit. But they quick to counsel, the baby for making a comment or this, that, and the other. And to me, it's racism behind it. And I don't like that. It seems like the Black population just rolls with it. Like, they don't say anything. And it's like, to me, I feel like they're getting used for the numbers, just like
because they still be with that lay down and die shit. Just like, we used to talk about before. Like, you can't even make these niggas think they can do something, because they swear they do. Before you can even get the
oh yeah,
you had a whole plan planned out. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Like, these niggas would be like, nope, we can't do it because this and this. Nigga,
right.
did you even try?
Just ain't tried. These niggas ain't tried since 1965.
Child, they don't even try. So I think they just feel like, they can't do nothing, but you can do something. And
Right.
I'm not, when I'm
They give
saying
their
it,
power away.
right, they just give the shit away. It's not, nobody has to fight you for it anymore. You give everything away. It's not, we so easily sway as a community. It just don't, you be just as soon as somebody Black do something that you disagree with, you be just so up in arms and ready to kill them, and they shouldn't be on TV no more. Fuck all that. If you sit back and think of all the foul, awful, god awful stuff that these white folks have done,
Man.
and you have the audacity to try to get down on a brother or sister because of a joke or a comment, you are out of your rabbit ass mind.
Exactly.
Talk your shit. Say whatever the fuck you want to say.
They do not need our help prosecuting our own. Regardless of how you feel. Like, they don't need our help, because the thing about it is, it's not equal. Just like the whole Me Too movement. That shit just be solely focused on
And I'm
black
sorry
men,
if your
and
feelings get
it's
hurt.
like they're focused on straight black men. It's
If
almost as
you,
though they want our men to be effeminate.
mm-hmm,
And it's like society is telling them, if you effeminate black man, you okay.
mm-hmm,
You're not a threat. But as soon as a true strong black man have something to say, and they have their opinion, then they ready to counsel their ass.
right.
But again,
It's like with this Will Smith and Jada shit.
oh,
You know
that's
what I'm saying?
that
I
was
don't listen. I
absurd.
don't agree with what Will did. I ain't gonna sit up here and front like I agree with that shit. But
Right.
that's what the fuck he did. It is what the fuck it is.
It
So
is.
you got to cancel his whole career because of it. Fuck no, he made a
Right.
mistake. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? It is what it is. It's like you can't even be human nowadays. You can't even have a normal human, a normal response, Nick. Not like no crazy shit, like nothing like that. You
Mhm.
can't even you can't respond to anything in a normal way, a normal, sometimes emotional, sometimes not, whatever it is. You
Right.
can't have it because you'll be demonized for because it offended somebody else.
Right.
Now
And
I
some of
can't
this
be
shit is
offended.
cultural.
I can't be offended because you can't you can offend me, but I can't offend you.
Right.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
And
And that's
I don't mean no personal shit. I mean like this shit right here. If you have the right to say what you want to say about yourself, right? This
right.
is how I want you to talk to me. This is how I want you to address me. This is why can't
Yeah.
I say that? Why
Right.
do you get to tell
Why
me
is
how
it
I
an
should be
issue?
addressed?
Why is
That's
it an
not
issue
right.
that I say I don't want to be called sis anything, or
Nope.
breeder, or this, that, and the
Nope. I've been
other?
saying
But
that shit. Don't
but
call me sis a
if
motherfucking
I
thing.
call
I am
you
not
a him,
sis nothing.
if I call you a him or a sir or this, that, and the other, then I'm being offensive.
Mm-hmm.
If I tell you that I don't want to be called something, then all of a sudden it's, oh, fuck you, you're transphobic, you're the problem, you're this, you're that. Like, come on,
Mm-hmm.
y'all got to make this shit make sense. Like,
And I ain't training shit. Do what you want to do. If you want to have one of them, a thingy, and you ain't got one, and you want to go get one, do your thing. I don't give a shit about what you do in your back. That's your business.
I swear,
But
don't nobody give a damn.
I could care less about any of that. Do your thing. But don't be trying to force that shit down my throat like I got to accept all that. I'm accepting you doing your thing. I don't have to be out here marching with you, and I don't have to do all of that.
And that's
Go do your fucking thing.
they want
Just
your
like you ain't gonna be cheering on, you ain't gonna be cheering me down the street doing my
right,
thing. I don't have to do that for you either. Like that's just retarded to even think that.
but they want your participation in it, but they don't want your opinion about it. And that's what kills me. Like you can't have the shit both ways. You just can't. I wanted to bring Goddess Effect comment because I didn't know this. They are giving transgenders $900 a month for depression in Florida while we wait on reparations. They passing out money to every single group except for Black folks.
Mm-hmm.
And
niggas
a
still
lot
talking
of
about
that
I'm
is
gonna go
what's
vote.
coming ahead. It's like, even you can, your sexual orientation, who you attracted to me is something like that. Ain't nothing. It's none of our business. It really ain't.
Mm-mm.
You know.
Mm-mm.
And it seems like nowadays, and again with the younger generation, they're
Mm-hmm.
leading with their sexuality, and it's like, hold on, wait a minute. I understand that and I respect that, but in my opinion, you looked at you Black first. Like, can we get some stuff done?
Mm-hmm.
Can we get some support?
And that's your business. I don't give a damn about what you're doing with your tallywhackle and your cooter cat. Do your thing. That ain't none of my business and nobody else's either. And if you feel the need to explain that shit to everybody, you might need to go get some therapy because
Right.
that ain't none of nobody's business. You shouldn't care what other people think. As long as you're not in harm's way, which more oftentimes than not, they are not. And the thing of this is what I want to mention before. They always talking about trans people getting killed this and trans people getting killed that.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what?
They don't go to
Black women get killed too. And I'm not trying to compare it. It's just that if you mess with the wrong cat, he's going to kill you.
Right.
That's just what it is. It ain't. I don't even think it's about them really being. If that's it's about you being a female or female presenting or whatever you want to call it.
Because there's a hate.
That's what it really is. And I'm not saying that these people should be dying, but we shouldn't be dying either.
Right.
But these niggas is out here wilding out. So it ain't about you being what you are. It's about these motherfuckers being foul. That's
And
what it's really about.
truth be told, if one of them die and come up missing, they're going to get coverage for that. We got 12-year-old
How
kids,
they gonna get
12-year-old little
covered?
girls out here that's getting missing and can't even get an Amber Alert.
Right.
So like we if we're gonna start comparing or whatever, they don't want to do that, because if we start comparing,
But that's what they do. That's what they always do.
right,
Oh, trans women are dying, and it's black women dying too. These niggas is killing us too. We in
right.
the house living with these niggas, got babies with these niggas,
I'm
and they
telling
killing them.
you.
Come
Mhm.
on now.
Yeah, and that's another one of my lives is, and which is probably going to trigger a lot of people, because I'm just sitting back looking at the situation, what's going on in the country, and I'm be honest, I love and I support my black men or whatever, but it seems like these older black men are losing their fucking minds. Hey, did you see the
Child.
one that ran over that woman with the just for a car wreck? He ran.
No, I stopped watching when that man was in the city and got on the train and shot up the people on the train,
Mm-mm.
and I had only turned it on to watch that, and I got a day of that shit, and I was like, I'm off this shit again. I can't watch the news.
Right. It's
The news
heartbreaking.
is fucking crazy to me.
Right.
The shit that go on in the world, you know how I feel about this kind of shit. It is mind numbing to me that
Right.
the basic, simple shit in the world, that shit nobody have to worry about, nobody should have, is the shit that people is out here like fiending for every day. It don't make sense. It don't have to be like this. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
It
It
don't.
don't
And
have to
everybody
be
is
like this.
ignoring it because people are just want to be entertained, and like, not the shit on
So,
anybody
and
on here, but
how do they
it's like
say?
people ask me all the time, Nikki, why you don't do lives? Why you don't do this, that, and the other? Yeah, I can't. I'm just more concerned. It's like the
Mm-mm.
world is just fucked up right now. I cannot sit there and argue with you
And
and
I'm not on no Bible
drag
shit,
you
but
and this, that, and the other, whatever. But
right.
I know that women are getting killed every 4-5 hours because a nigga can't
Mm-hmm.
handle his emotions.
Yep.
Because the nigga
Yep.
emotions is unstable. Like, I'm at the point
And
where I'm
now they getting
can
so
you show
reckless
me a
with it,
little
they killing the
crazy?
whole family.
Yeah,
They ain't gonna just
mama,
kill you, but
daddy.
they gonna kill you, the
Yep.
kids, your mom, your auntie if she at the crib. They might ride across town and kill a couple motherfuckers. They going all the way out.
And then we got black serial killers. You remember when it was never no black
Child.
serial killers? Like, what the hell
Mm-mm.
is going on? It's like real shit going on, but everybody is so distracted. They so
Mm-hmm.
distracted. And I just can't. Hey, 1 in a million, welcome. How are you? She says, hi, Jackie.
Oh, hey,
I hear
I'm
about the
sorry.
transgender men in prison with females, and now two
Oh
of them
yeah, I
are
saw
pregnant.
that. I saw that one. He got two
Yeah,
girls pregnant.
well, we knew that was coming, but I remember
What did you think? What did they think? This is the shit that hurt my soul.
exactly what they think was going
What
to
the fuck did they think was gonna happen?
happen. Right.
They got a whole ping.
A
Let me
whole,
tell you something.
and the
A
wig,
whole
whether he look at it like himself as a woman or this, that,
girl,
he still got that too.
child. That
Like,
shit is crazy.
but see, people thought, when people used to bring this up and say, well, hell, if we start letting them use the same bathrooms, if we, start letting them in women's spaces, this is going to happen. That conversation
Mm-hmm.
got shut down 20 years ago. You was automatically homophobic
Mm-hmm.
or transphobic and this, that, and the other. And now it's playing out. And it's like, I mean, goddamn. But they don't want to talk about that. They want to look over that.
They
You
don't
bring
want
that
to talk
up, then they'll
about
talk about, somebody getting killed and this, that, and the other. But it's like you said, it seemed to be an aggression towards women, period. And anybody who identify as women. And
I've
again,
been saying that for years. If you listen to a lot of these popular trans women, all they talk about, right? Because I used to follow a few of them, because a few of them I thought was real funny. Because I ain't
right,
gonna lie, they funny.
funny as
So
hell. Who's people to hang out with?
so, but then I was like listening. I'm listening to their conversation. It's always like, yeah, bitch, I'll take your man, and
Yeah,
this is about your man, and that
exactly.
about your man, bitch. If you can take him, I tell you like I tell any other bitch. You can take it, you can have the nigga.
Have that motherfucker.
I don't care who you are. If you could take the motherfucker, take him and stay with the nigga.
Right.
That's cool. But
Right.
you are not that don't make me any less of a woman. That just make you a bullshit ass bitch. Because why is you
Right.
plotting on a homegirl's man? That's crazy.
Anyway.
You understand? That's
And
crazy
that's
shit.
why I
And
say
for
it's
you to
that
sit up and try to make this shit look like it's
jealousy.
cute, that's fucking nuts. That's
Right.
what the
And
fuck is
then,
that?
but they don't even understand that's offensive because to them, that's their ideal of what a woman does. And people
Right.
roll like that.
Right.
We haven't, it's some foul ass women out there, that's for sure. But
For sure.
for the most part, people are very respectful,
Right.
of folks, men, and this, that, and the other.
Especially if that's your homegirl. Like if you got
Yeah,
a really good girlfriend and well, I mean my girlfriend, my best friend been friends for over 30 years and we don't get down like ain't never ever got that. We'll never ever get down like that. But you have women out here that are supposedly so close and they done fucked each other's baby dads and all kinds of shit. It goes down. I
yeah,
just ain't fucking with no shit like that. If
right,
that's the type time you want, sis, do your
right.
thing.
And we
You
don't
ain't
need
got
to
to never worry about
normalize
me
it.
no more though. I'm cool with that. And I don't feel ashamed. If that's how you decide to live your life like that. I don't do that. And I don't want to fuck with nobody who do. And I'm a woman talking to other women. I wouldn't fuck with you like that if you was a woman, a straight up
Right.
woman who did some shit like that. So if you would
And I would
trans woman,
tell
that's
you
the
you was a
same
low
rules
down
apply to
dirty
you
hoe.
too.
Right. And that's the thing. It's like, okay, you want to be a woman, you want to be treated like women, but when we treat you like another woman, then all of
Right,
a
you get
sudden
offended.
you're a
Oh,
victim.
you discriminating against me. No, you a nasty bitch. And I'm
Right.
not fucking with no grimy bitches.
Use a
That's
whore.
it.
Right.
Yeah, that's all. You said you was a hoe. You'll fuck my man. You'll fuck this was man. Okay. Girl,
Right.
fuck all the men. But I'm not fucking with you. I'm not fucking with you.
And a
You
lot
got
of
it.
on the TikToks, a lot of the comments was, and I really tried to keep it focused on, I just don't agree with the whole cis ideal, this, that, and the other. And it
Mm.
was like, oh, you just mad because we competing with y'all now. What? No, first of all, I don't feel any competition from biological women. Period. Like that's not even, how I think. And I know a lot of women, can hold their own or whatever. That's not even, we don't even give that any effort with regular women. So like, where is all this damn tension coming from? Like to me, it's almost as though like, okay, are you just hanging around us to imitate us and fuck with the men? Like what
I
when
don't
you
know.
make
I think, you
comments
know what
like
I think sometimes, Nick? I think in a lot of these cases, and they gonna really be mad about this, but
well, it'll be
people
all
be
right. They're gonna hate
confused.
me, so whatever.
People be confused about what they really are.
I think
And
so too.
instead of them taking the time and putting in the effort that it would take to heal from things and really discover who you really are as a person, they start to act out, right? And part of
Right,
that acting out is a lot of these men, they didn't have good relationships with their mothers, or
right,
they were abused and they angry with their mom,
right.
for a quote unquote letting them be abused. It's a lot of bitterness.
It's a
And
lot.
the same thing for black women. It's the same, it goes both ways. And
Right,
until you heal all of that, it's gonna always be like that. How
right.
many lesbians do you know talk good about men? Not very
None,
many. They
none.
hate them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's the same shit. And it's really,
And
really
that's
sad.
another question I have. Like, okay, what if I want to go get some testosterone or start wearing, men's clothing and grow a beard and this, that, and the other? Would that make me a man? Like,
No.
is that
Just like that don't make them, it make them something, but it ain't that you not you not what I am, and they
right?
not what you are.
And I don't
And
see
that's
what's wrong
okay.
with
It's
that.
okay.
Yes. Like, okay,
You
it's
know what
okay
I'm
to
saying?
be
It's all
different.
right. You something different. Be proud of the different thing that you are. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's the beautiful thing. But don't
Because
be mad at me because you're not me. You'll never be me. That's just a fact. That it is what it is. At the end of the day, you can feel how you want to feel. You can get titties, a vagina, you
all
can
of
get a
that.
uterus and everything. You still had to make yourself be like that, and I didn't. And
Right.
that's what's really got you mad. You mad because I was born like this and you were not. And it's okay to be mad about that, but deal with that. Don't take it out on me because I didn't make you like that.
Right.
And
And
I'm
then
not mad at you for
especially
feeling the way you feel about yourself. Be who you are.
right.
I hate
I
to
don't
see
think
people in
anybody would
pain.
choose that. Yeah. So
Right,
it's like,
exactly. That's what I know. That's just what I was getting to. I hate to see people in pain. That shit gotta be painful when
right.
you feel like that. You understand what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
deal
When
with
you
that.
feel like
Don't be
you
mad at me.
reward.
I ain't do shit to you.
Right. Right. And it really is, and I feel like society has kind of really went out the way, but society has been more accepting than to them than it has of black folks. We've been here struggling and fight to be accepted and treated fairly, for 400 plus years.
Right.
So we get it, and I think that's why black women, particularly, have been so understanding towards the community, because
Right.
we get that struggle, and we don't want to put that struggle on anybody else. But then when we give you everything you ask for, and then when you get it, you turn around and shit on black women. That's not cool.
And your representation of us is sucky. I mean,
It
for
really
lack of a
is.
better
It's
term, it
embarrassing,
really fucking sucks. Like,
because it's
you
like,
know what
why
I'm
do
saying?
you
You
gotta
saying
pick the most
you
ghetto
supposed to
version
be
of
a
a black
depiction of me, and that your version of me is this.
woman? Right.
I don't know about all that. I ain't really trying to find what the kids out here. I ain't jacking that.
Right. Because I'm
I'm not jacking that.
the women who act like that, who portray a stereotype, like I was saying,
Right, because there's some
all
classy
around the
bitches out
world.
here now. Some of them bitches is top notch.
Oh hell yeah,
Girl,
they got that shit going on.
they got some ones out here to make you be like, bitch, what's up?
Right.
No, not really. I'm not gay, but I'm just saying they got some and classy and pretty and smart and the whole shit.
Yeah.
But I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about these motherfuckers that's just out here wilding.
Right.
Now
Because they
it's
the
another.
loudest ones,
It's a
like
trans
always.
woman. I don't know if Flame consider herself trans. She's a comedian. Her name is Flame Monroe. You should check her
I
out
know
because
Flame Monroe, but see, Flame
I
Monroe
love
is one
her.
of those old school ones. That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
She's
And
an
she
old
keep
school
it a
one, and
stack. Like, no, that's not what I am.
she
That's
said,
not what none of
I'm
us are.
clear. I am a man. Those
Right.
that's what I'm telling you. The older ones, they
Sitting up with,
understand.
mind
They
you,
feel
sitting
like
up
I'm
there with
not
a
here.
whole set of titties. She got real titties.
Right. Right. They will let you know that if you disrespect her the wrong way or whatever, a man can get her wrong, she gonna fight you like a man.
And kids.
Yeah.
Child.
Yes, and that's what I don't understand. But it seemed like it's just this whole new narrative that's coming along, and it's like, God damn, we can't catch a break. We got our men
And
talking
that's why I like her so much
social
because
media. We
she
got
keep it all the way real about that shit. She don't pull no punches. She ain't on no fucking sides. It is what it is with her with that. And you
right.
gotta respect that.
Because she came to Dave Chappelle's defense. Dave Chappelle had made some jokes. Dave Chappelle ain't got no picks. He talk about every damn body. And they tried to cancel him. It was
Right,
about
I
a year or
remember.
two ago. And Flame Monroe was the one that stood up and said, hey, no, I know him. He cool or whatever. And I don't take offense to that. I understand that I am a man. I am not trying to replace a woman. And I have the absolute respect for a woman. And
Right.
And when she put her clothes on and get dressed, she looked damn good. And
That
nobody
bitch is
has a
beautiful.
problem with that.
That bitch is beautiful. You
Yes.
hear me?
Yes. Gorgeous. And the one that
And she an old queen, and that bitch she'll put some of these young bitches to shame. She's gorgeous.
have her shit all the way together from head to toe. But it's not no passive aggressiveness with it. It's just like, this is what I am. This is what I like to do, but I'm not trying to disrespect nobody. And I can respect that.
You have to. That's the thing. If you do it the right way, it automatically commands respect. When you being disrespectful, you gonna get disrespect back. What the fuck do you think this is?
That's what kills me. It's like, well, they'll sit there and get into it with you and call you all kind of bitches and hoes. But if you say the F word, oh my God, they'll damn near be trying to put you in jail. Ruin your
and back to Flame, they was on Flame's ass before the Dave Chappelle thing, because she's been speaking out about shit like this because of the stigma surrounding the LGBTQ and the trans people and this, that, and the other. She been on some, nah, y'all wilding out. Y'all doing too much. That's her thing.
Right.
Y'all be doing too much.
Going
It's okay.
far.
All right, we here. You know, come, all right, pipe down. Like y'all doing a lot of nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, just relax. And that's from a older trans. Like, if you listen to, like you was saying before, I've been hearing the same thing. If you listen to these older gay, lesbian, trans people, they are not with none of this bullshit. They look at this shit like, what the fuck is y'all? We already did this. What is y'all doing?
Right.
This is done. It's we did this already. This has already been handled.
But I'm gonna be honest, I feel
here?
like a lot of that, the reason why it's such a difference between the older ones and the younger ones is because it seemed like over like the last 10, 15, 20 years, they have intentionally been going into the schools and, you know, going into that
Now,
narrative.
see, that's something I don't like that.
And I don't like that either. Let me
I
tell
don't
you,
like
Jackie.
that.
Let me tell you, Jackie, my son, you know, he went to a STEM school, which is, you know, a pretty, you know, he's a minority there. Let's just say that. And I picked him up one day, and this was when he was like in elementary. He was like 10 years old, and you know, the kids was sitting along the wall or whatever, and it was a boy, two boys, and they were hugged up, kissing like they was boyfriend, girlfriend, and you know, they couldn't have been no older than 6th grade. And so, you know, I seen it or whatever, and I was like, Kobe, you know, like, what you think about that? Just, you know, just curious, like what, you know, this, that, and the other, you know. And I'm telling his dad, like, okay, well, we need to have a talk because, you know, this, that, and the other, this is, you know, what we saw at school.
I'd love to talk to you.
I don't know what I just hit, but anywho, so we had the conversation or whatever, and you know, we thinking we're gonna, you know, make him understand, you know, it's different people like different things or whatever, you know, but you still need to be respectful towards everybody, you know, have the talk. Unfortunately, Black folks, we have several talks. You know, we got to have the police talk, you know, we got to have the sexuality talk, you know, this, that, and the other.
You gotta have every fucking thing talk.
And we sitting there or whatever, and he started telling us shit that I didn't even know about. Like, you know, he knew everything. It's like, like, where you get that from? And it's my teacher. My teacher told me this, and his dad was pissed. His dad was pissed, and he was pissed because, you know, you didn't even give the parents an opportunity, you know, to even explain it and talk about it. So, you know, I remember even a couple of years back, they was having trans people go into schools and libraries, and they was giving their strip teases, you know, in front of the kids.
That shit used to burn me up when I would see that shit.
And I don't blame that on the black ones. This is my only problem with I feel like if I had an issue with the Black community, I feel like they let a lot of shit ride that they know is not cool. That is coming from the white community, the white LGBT community.
Because would you let some grown ass woman go to the library and strip for your kid? Would you let some grown ass man go to the library and strip for? No, the fuck you would not. So why the fuck is it okay for this motherfucker to be up there with their legs gapped open with all they junk about? You know, no, you can't see it, but you can see it. You know what I'm saying? That's not appropriate. It's just not appropriate. I don't give a fuck if you fuck dudes or you fuck whatever the fuck it is you fucking. You ain't got no business showing your body parts to a bunch of fucking kids.
Right. 6'4" up there in the leotard in front of kindergarten, shaking your ass. Like that's not
nuts
cool.
And crazy.
And then when you look at like, I know when they have the parades and stuff, why are the kids so sexualized? Why do these?
Why is all that shit so sexual? Let's just get to the basics of it. Why is everything so fucking sexualized?
Yes, if that's
everything
like,
is sickening.
Everything about it is sexualized, and I feel like, okay, like y'all, come on, we need y'all to stand up on that. Like, I know y'all don't think that this shit is cool, you know, because one thing about it is Black culture, we are pretty conservative. You know, we might have some views, but whether you,
I was just about to say that
and the other, whatever, we are pretty conservative. We, you know, most people, they try to look out for the kids, even gay and trans and this, that, and the other. But it's like when the white community they don't want to say nothing about that, and I don't like that. I don't think that's cool. I don't think that's cool. I don't think it's cool that you know, you got 5 and 6 year olds talking about their what sexuality they want to be. you know,
Mm-mm.
especially when we have seen, they started that about 20 years ago. I can't tell you how many videos I have watched of people who parents allowed them to transition and start taking hormones as a child, and then they grow up at 18, 20 years old and like, I don't want to be like this no more, but I got, they done got their thing already chemically castrated. They didn't even know what the
Mm.
hell was going on.
Mm.
It's just yes, goddess, they're grooming the kids, and people will have a problem with that. People will call that transphobic or homophobic, but no, what's wrong with letting
Listen, you can't get mad at a parent saying, I'm uncomfortable with the way you're handling my child and my child's education. You
right,
cannot be upset with me for saying I only want to expose my child to X, Y, and Z, because you have that very same right. Do what
right.
you want to fucking do with your kid. I
Mm-hmm.
don't want my kid exposed to that. When my baby, since she was about 4 or 5 years old and started noticing shit on TV like that, you know what she said to me? Mommy, why are they doing that? They not supposed to be doing that. And I didn't teach her that. That's just what the fuck she know as just as a, inherently. That's just what she know to be the right thing. I'm
Right.
not gonna let nobody fucking prosecute her because that's how the fuck she feel. I don't have these kind of conversations in front of my kids or around my kids for her to know anything
Period.
like that. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying?
You
From
you
me,
don't even talk
that's
about grown folk
crazy.
stuff like that. That's inappropriate from the get-go.
It's exactly my point. That's not the shit I discuss around my children. But inherently, she knew for her. You
Right.
understand? Just like for anybody else, for her, that's wrong. They not supposed to be doing that. And
Right.
been saying it ever since then. And you know what I tell her? Well, you know what I mean? You got to respect people's stuff and
Yeah.
respect their space. And if that's what they like, you don't have to like that. I shouldn't even have to say that kind of
You
shit because
don't
she
have to
shouldn't be
say
saying
that.
it on
But
TV. And
but
I feel the same way about heterosexuals doing the same shit. I don't
right.
want them tuning each other down and doing all this extra shit. I don't want to see that shit on daytime TV.
We look at it as, even as heterosexuals, when you see a man and a woman kissing and slobbing all in public, or get a room.
Come on,
Like,
man.
come
I
on
don't want
now,
to
this
see
is
all
a
that shit.
family event. We don't want to see all that shit. But you can't say any of that when it's without no backlash. I
Right.
will, because I don't give a fuck. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it is what it is. I know my intentions are pure. I know I don't want to hurt nobody. I'm not trying to make anybody uncomfortable. But if you want me to
Right.
respect your opinion and your thought process, then you got to respect mine. That is only fair.
Right.
I don't see
And that's
what
all I'm
the
saying.
issue is. What's up, T Black? Come up here. Give us a man's point of view. What do you think about it? How do you feel? Did your kids get talked about these types of things in school without your permission or before you were ready, or anybody? Click the link. I think these are conversations, and a lot of people don't want to have it, but I think we need to, because
And ain't nobody up here gay bashing, trans bashing. Do your thing,
definitely
whatever you're
not.
gonna do. Do
Definitely
your freaking thing. But just like y'all want to be treated a certain way, so do we, and we shouldn't have to feel like we're wrong for being treated,
not.
wanting to
Right.
be treated a way that we want to be
It's like
treated, just like you
we
want to
gotta
be treated the
we
way
gotta
you want
walk
to be
on
treated.
eggs. We gotta walk on eggs,
And that's
for
not fair. That's
everybody.
not fair.
Nobody has to walk
And
on
if people
eggs
were really
around
honest,
us.
they would say that this shit ain't lining up. It's not y'all want a lot, and ain't nothing wrong with you wanting a lot.
Right.
But you can't want a lot at the expense of other people. And you trans women are basically telling us, fuck what you and what you do, you ain't shit. We the fucking new improvement. We the new model. And this
Right.
this is where it's at.
Pretty much. And sit your
You
ass
know what I
down and
mean?
shut
Like,
the hell
that's
up.
crazy.
And then I can't tell you how many people in that comment started talking about something. You're just mad because I look better than you. This, that, and the other. And which is crazy because, as a black woman, what they always tell us, oh, you wear makeup, you're wearing weave, you're out here getting butt transplants and this, that, and the other. But you got a whole group of people that is getting surgery from head to toe to look like a black woman. Get that
And
shit
guess what?
to
And
look like
guess
a
what the
black
illest
woman. But
part
don't
is?
nobody say shit
Guess
to
what
them.
don't
It's
nobody
like
want
we
to talk
got
about, Nick? Guess what don't nobody want to talk
what?
about? These niggas love them bitches.
Oh
They love
yeah,
them.
they love
Don't
the
front.
hell out of them.
They talking that shit because these niggas is fuck. They getting them. You understand?
Right.
That's why they talking that just like any side bitch. We had a side bitch conversation before. Side bitches like when they get a little
Girl,
shine,
that's
when
what
them
I was.
bitches get a little shine, bitch, they go off, and that's what
Yeah,
these.
I was telling Natural not too long ago. It's like these side bitches, they winning. They winning
Child,
because
when
the
they get a
men
little
are holding
shine,
them
ain't
up.
nothing worse than giving a side bitch a little peek of the sun. That bitch
I'm
lose her
telling you.
mind. She
And
lose
that's
her
just
whole
that. But
entire
all the
mind.
lines are crossed. You used to not even bring your side bitch out. You used to didn't even go in.
Girl, what
Now,
happened? And the
child,
side bitches used to be respectful and shit. They
yes,
had some class about their
they
shit. These
rolling up to the
motherfuckers
white
now, they
girls
just
now.
what they just a bunch of renegades. Ain't that what the pimps be calling
Child.
the whole? They a bunch of damn renegades out
And
here in these
that's
streets. They
why
don't know how to act.
And that's why young girls are out here. They are content with not being wives. They see that it's more benefit in being the side chick. And people want to blame that on women, but no, you men got to think about that. That's how you are treating them. You know, men has always did their thing. We all knew grandpa used to have a whole family on the other side of town, but didn't
Ain't,
nobody know, didn't nobody give a fuck because that shit was
it
undercover.
ain't right, but that's what it was. That's a fact.
It just
I
people
know
used to
quite a few
live down the
families
street
like
from
that.
their daddy and didn't even
Mm-hmm.
know it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's just a whole, but it's like the disrespect
Walking
is
around
just at
looking
an
just
all
like your
time
damn
high.
neighbors and shit. That's
Right?
we
Not even
just
knowing they
alike,
was
girl. I know y'all do. I know y'all fucking do look just because I'm from a small town too, Nick. I was
right.
raised
You
in a
know
small
how it
town.
is.
So I know
Yeah,
how that's they give it child. Let me tell you something. They
you
had
get
a whole
22 years
family.
old and realize you got all kind of half
A
brothers.
whole family. It was two families. It was one brother had two families in the same. They was. It was. I ain't never seen no shit like this in my life. But it's common. It was. It's not
Very
right, but it
common.
was common.
It was very common, but and it
Mm-hmm.
used to be to where and grandma and them was okay with it. They might not have been okay with it, but they dealt with it because home was
Right.
getting taken care of. These motherfuckers
Yeah.
taking care of home and still cheating. Like what the fuck you do that
Girl,
at?
they hustling backwards. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's why these people's out here going crazy. I
Can't
say
even pay
if
the
you're
water
going
bill
to
and
do
think
some,
you deserve some
if
pussy. Get the fuck
girl,
up out of here.
honey, and how you, we ain't talking about no water bills because that's gonna send me into a fucking frenzy. Anyway, let's not talk about the water bills.
Girl, I had to throw that dig in there real quick. But yeah, it's crazy. Yes, T Black, weak men cheat. They do, but if we're gonna be real about it, a lot of men have always done that. It's just
Mhm.
the way it's going about doing it now is totally out of
And
line.
maybe he does have a point about weak men cheating. And maybe because a man having a whole ass family and shit is so, gosh, it's another family, but they do it in a lot of different cultures. I've heard Hispanic people say the same thing. Dominican men, like they be having whole other
Most
families.
of them.
It-
We're
it's
the
a
only
lot of shit
people
that
that
go
expect
on, right?
faithfulness.
But that don't make the shit. Just because you can do a thing don't mean you should do a thing. I'm a firm believer in that.
Right,
And that's all I'm saying about all of this shit. Just because you can do something don't mean you should always do the shit.
right.
So, you know what I mean? You
And
gotta have some discretion.
everything isn't
It-
for public consumption too. It's like
right.
nothing is
Right.
taboo anymore. There are no lines.
Right.
It's like people are
No, it's not.
intentionally
And
trying
then
to
they
blur
wonder
the
why these
lines.
kids is out here wilding out the way they are. You can't. They
Exactly.
exposed. It's sensory overload.
It
They
is.
exposed to everything. Like when we was kids, I remember when I was a kid, which was I'm 47. I ain't ashamed to admit that.
Right.
Um, I was a kid. But you couldn't see no goddamn condom commercials on TV and shit, and bitches
Yeah.
walking around in two-piece bikinis and shit.
I
And
remember
we
when
had
they first said bitch on
Showtime
TV.
after dark. And if you wanted to try to sneak and listen to the nasty channel, because that's
Right.
what we used to call it growing up, it wasn't even porn. You ain't even know nothing
Right.
about no porn. It was the nasty channel.
Right. When they was just kissing at,
Right.
they might
And
say
doing some
two
heavy
cuss
duty
words.
humping. That was
Right.
some real shit. I don't know what the fuck is going on now.
Yeah, that
Mm-mm.
shit is on daytime television. You got to see these damn cartoons and shit now, but it was like we were so innocent growing up. I remember being
Yeah.
shocked. I grew up during the Sesame Street era. I watched Sesame Street, this, that, and the other. I get grown and I try to introduce my son to Sesame Street, and they talking about Ernie and Bernie is gay. I was like, what the fuck?
And who the fuck told that lie? Bunch of
Right.
damn demons. Why the fuck Ernie and Bert couldn't just stay where the fuck they was doing,
Right. They was
homeboys
roommates,
chilling
goddammit.
and shit? And right, come on, man. Why the fuck they had to do that shit? That's some ignorant
That's
ass
how they
shit,
get
boy.
the kids. That's how, and then it's like that's the slippery slope, though. Now you got the child thinking about sexuality. Now they talking about your kid want to know what the hell, 6 years old, and want to know what the hell homosexuality is.
And
you
these
ain't
little ass white boys doing makeup tutorials and shit.
wow.
On
And making
that
big
little boy.
money.
It's this one little boy who is really, really popular. He can't be well, shit. He might be 12
I
now,
know what
but
you're talking about.
he's a
He was
little
about
boy
10
when
at
he
a
started
time.
doing that shit.
Mhm.
Girl, I said, ain't no fucking way, baby. We gonna have to table this. You
Right.
gonna have to get a little older for mommy to have to fuck with this right here. We gonna have to work on this. You can be whatever you want to be, but while you be in this house, we gonna work through this. We gonna see how this go. We ain't doing no makeup. And I would do the same thing for your sister. She ain't doing no makeup because you're too goddamn young.
Right.
We gonna work. We gonna handle this a different way. We're not gonna do what's popular and what everybody else is doing just because you think you feel some type of way. Because you could feel as a kid, you could feel some type of way today, and tomorrow you be on some other shit. So you cannot just run. You can't run and jump into that shit when you're an adult, let alone a child with hormones and shit busting and changing and doing all this freestyling and shit. You don't know what the fuck you might be tomorrow.
You ask a little kid, 5-year-old, what they identify with. Hell, they might want to be a damn dog, a damn grasshopper, anything. So, like, you cannot tell me that you are.
My baby been Spider-Man for the past 2 years, and you can't tell him he ain't Spider-Man. You fucking shitting me?
He probably
girl be around here slinging webs and shit. Ain't got narrow web to sling. Jumping off shit, flying on child, please. Hell out of here.
But then you got all these kids or whatever out here talking about some they identify as a girl. And
girl,
not
please. You identify as your girl because your parents allow you to be identified as a girl because they've exposed you to shit to make you want to think that you a girl.
Exactly.
That don't go on in every household. I'm sorry. You can say what the fuck you want to say. If you put that shit in front of these kids, they're going to start kids ain't supposed to know about certain shit. They're kids. They're developing. It's certain things you got to shield them from. If you're not shielding them for shit and they exposed to every fucking thing, they might come in the house and be like, I want to be a fucking dinosaur or a tree or any motherfucking thing. You can't just, these people is crazy. They crazy.
It really is. It really is. Yeah. But and then what kills me is that even if your child get a hold to that, because like you say, you put something in front of them, they'll take it or whatever. But even if your child comes to you and say that, for you to just get up and then take your son to go get his nails done, that's a motherfucking problem. I think that's just dumb.
That would be just like me taking my baby to go get a buzz cut because she say some shit like that. It's not happening.
Right.
We gonna talk about the shit. I'm gonna hear you out. You gonna hear. I ain't got shit to say because if that's how you feel, that's how you feel.
That's
ain't
how
the
you
me or me out. It's not the fucking issue. See, that's the problem a lot of people make too.
I'm not gonna take
you think that because I'm not letting you do X, Y, and Z, I'm not letting you express. You're a child. You gonna do kid shit as long as I got anything to say about it. And when you get older and it's time for that shit, we can do that shit. But not while you no fucking kid. Like, when you a kid, you're gonna do kid shit. Period. We're not doing all that fucking going to get nails and shit done. I don't do that shit. Right. I might paint my baby nails in the house, but we ain't going to get shit.
Right.
We're not doing all of that. Because it's too much. And I'm not saying that little girls shouldn't get their nails done. What I'm saying is my little girl is too young to be sitting up in some fucking salon like some grown ass woman getting her fucking nails done. It ain't happening.
All in grown folks conversation.
Yeah, that's not gonna fly. No.
That you supposed to
keep. You gotta have some fucking boundaries, man.
Innocent as long as possible. They got their whole
life
for that type of shit. But you only get to be a child for a little bit of time.
Right.
And there's so many people that are fucked up because they didn't have a childhood.
Mm-hmm.
So many. Yeah. So many people that are in counseling because you are overwhelming these kids with way too much shit. that they are not emotionally mature enough to
No, they
deal
can't
with.
handle that shit.
And I wish that people would wake up. That's why I say we need to have this conversation, because you cannot sit there and tell me they are not intentionally trying to indoctrinate when they use these celebrities. Who was that? The basketball player and Gabrielle Union. And I'm,
Dwayne Wade. That shit is
oh
crazy.
my
Have you
God,
seen? I just seen today, Nick. It's so funny that you even went live with this because I just was on Facebook. You know, I don't never go on
it's
Facebook.
everywhere.
I was just on
Right.
Facebook today and saw some meme with the blue boy face on it and something sexual the meme was about. And the people in the comment section was, I'm like, what the fuck? This is a little kid.
Right.
Y'all talking about a kid. But see, the thing is, when you allow your child to do certain shit, kissing and all this shit, kissing a boy all in the mouth and shit, right? And even if it was a girl kissing a girl, and then when other people do the shit, now you want to be up in arms. You can't be up in arms because you let the shit go. You did that.
Right.
And then posted it all over social media. The fuck is that?
Right. And then societal wise, like people don't understand that's how you have social programming, because it's easier to program a child than it is to program an adult, And I think as
You got to
parents,
deprogram an adult to reprogram.
right, as parents, we ought to wake up on that. Whatever sexuality you are, like, you shouldn't do that to kids. I think at some point a lot of these people are real close to child abuse. Really.
But you can't tell them that because then you hate the LGBTQ, and
Right.
I hate to sound like a cliche or whatever, but one of my good friends from back home is gay as a motherfucker. I love that nigga to death.
We all know
That's not like, I love him. When I tell you I love that nigga to death, I love him to death.
Right.
But he never tried to ram that shit down none of our throats. He is who the fuck he is.
Right.
And he always been like that.
Right.
It just is what it is. Nobody fucking gave, when he finally said the shit out his mouth, we was like, nigga, word? All right. Like, it wasn't no big deal.
And then half the time you already knew, but it's like, okay.
This is what I'm saying. That's what, honey, this nigga been from here with it, 2 snaps and a twist his whole life.
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, he always been like that.
About the most you said is that boy got some sugar in his tank, and you kept on going on. That's just
that. But this nigga was always hella funny, hella cool. So it was never even, that was never a fucking issue with him. It was
good people. Yeah.
Let me tell you, his best friend is one of the illest niggas I ever met in my life. And they been best friends since they was little kids. They like night and fucking day.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Like, it's not like it ain't never been like that with us. Do they get bullied? Yes, that's because everybody get bullied. Do they get put out? Yes. And do you know what? That's another thing I wanted to touch on. Do they get put out? Yes. But guess what? When you live in a black household and you don't do what the fuck your parents say do, you getting put the fuck out. It don't matter whose dick you sucking or who coochie you eating. Period.
You could come home 5 minutes after curfew and get
locked out. Let them dishes not be washed. After you 18 too? Shit. Let them dishes not be washed right. Get the fuck out.
Yeah,
we putting you out for every fucking thing.
Girl, I can't tell you how many kids got put out on graduation night. Like, God damn. And that's something I don't agree with, especially in this economy. Don't put your kids out. Don't put your kids out to struggle. But at the same time, to your point, like, we've always done that. It ain't no discrimination to it, and it's a lot to go into that background. Again, like, I don't condone that. I don't think you should be putting your kids out. But that's always been like, you mess around and get pregnant, you got sent down south. You got sent down to the country. Like,
you got sent some motherfucking way. And if you plan on keeping that baby,
his house,
right? If you kept that baby, you was gonna stay out that motherfucking house. And just say what it was. It ain't have shit to do with people when they just want to pick and choose. You know what I'm saying? Black people is dysfunctional. We did a lot of dysfunctional shit across the fucking board. And that one of them things is putting your kids out the fucking house when it's not even fucking necessary. Why they gotta get out? Where they going? What they gonna do?
You know what it is everybody is participating in the Victim Olympics. And one thing I will say as a woman, and I got everybody knows, I support decent black men. You know, I
Me
got that.
too.
If you a good man or whatever, I'm gonna have your back 10 times full. So I'm not a male basher, but
Nope.
it's almost as though like we gotta compete with every goddamn body. Everybody wants
Even them.
more victim than us. It's like we get shit from the white folks, we get shit from white women, we get shit from black men, we get shit from the trans community. It's like every goddamn where we got battles everywhere, and it's like, God damn, we tired. We tired.
Girl,
And we the ones that support every
yo,
goddamn
that's so fucking crazy. That's why I love you. I was just saying this shit earlier. Motherfuckers is tired. It's not even the point of us just being like, they want us to be angry or we not angry. We tired of arguing with you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So shit or get off the pot. I'm not doing this with you.
That's all that is. That's what I'm saying. Get off the damn
do
pot.
what the fuck you gonna do, but leave me the fuck out of it.
Right.
Leave me out of it. I'm done. I'm through with it. You want to be mad, motherfucker. Just be mad and stay mad. I don't give a fuck no more. Do what you want to do because it's pointless for me to try to help you anymore. Right. You motherfuckers want to be angry. Y'all want to be fucked up because when you have, it's people out here with so much opportunity. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And just shit on every fucking opportunity. And not all of us have those opportunities. I wish I could say I had some of the opportunities. I see people throw away every fucking day. And I'm thinking to myself, how the fuck are you that bold to do some shit like that? What the fuck is going on out here? But they want somebody to give them. They want to give. And it's sadly, you know how many, I can't even count how many black women business owners they are popping up all over the place, make multi-million-dollar businesses.
Man, black women is out here.
Black women is out here busting ass. Now, do they have an advantage in a sense? Yes, they do have an advantage in a sense because we snuck up on these motherfuckers. See, they didn't know we was going to do it.
Right.
What they did, they thought they was going to keep shitting on the, bitch, go to school. And that's what they did. They went to fucking school and they ate that motherfucking education up and came out and said, oh, guess what? Guess what, guys? We're going to have 3 streams of income now. Now we're not fucking with that one or two shit. And I don't need you to do it. How about that? Right. So I'm going to do this shit myself.
And you know what they tell you in exchange? They tell you, oh, you educated, you out here making your money, you're going to die alone. You're going to die alone. Mm-hmm. I actually saw a video where a man telling a woman, oh, you too educated. Ain't no man going to want you.
Or you too masculine.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so fucking masculine. And am I saying that there aren't masculine women? Yes, there are a bunch of masculine bitches out here. You know why? Because you niggas stopped being masculine. You motherfuckers turned into females and then got mad because we had to raise sons and be this and be that. We wasn't equipped for that. So now everything is in chaos because you motherfuckers dropped the ball. And instead of you motherfuckers just picking up the ball, saying, baby, I'm sorry. And then I could say back to you, baby, I'm sorry too. We fucked up. All right, let's work this shit out. No, everybody want to be mad. Well, you did this and you did that and you did this and you did that. Shut the fuck up. All right, we fucked up.
Right.
Let's fix it. Can we just fix it now?
Fucked up. We all
right. Can we just fix it?
Right.
Damn.
But no, nobody wants to do that. They just want to point the finger and everybody wants to be the victim. And it's like, and really, it's like, I feel like it's, while we're talking about black men, I feel like a lot of times they're giving their power away. They have more power than they actually do. When
you know how I feel about that one.
Everything you try to blame on a black woman, you cannot talk to me about single black women and not talk about absent black fathers.
Come on, man.
You and as far as women being masculine and this, that, and the other, they always trying to compare us to the white woman, this, that, and the other, but nobody ever wants to acknowledge the fact that white men went out here, regardless of whatever you think about them, they went out here and they made an environment safe for their women to live in their femininity. We didn't have that option. We've been working alongside y'all ass since we got here. And we tired. We don't want to be masculine.
And holding you up and trying to push you and trying to build you up and trying to support you. And you motherfuckers kept kicking our back every time you turn around. You somewhere kicking our motherfucking backs in. And then when we started saying, yo, I'm like, this hurts. Like, this is how you treating me. I don't like to be treated like this. Can you please not treat me like this? Oh, you a weak ass bitch.
Right.
What the fuck?
Right. Or
Like,
not throwing me
wait a
your race. I
minute.
thought you was equal. I
So
thought
when
you
you
was
was
strong.
locked up for all them years and I was sending you money for phone and commissary, I was a
Right.
weak ass bitch. When I was raising your kids, I was a weak ass bitch. When I was
Uh-uh.
taking care of
That's
all
you.
of us, I was a weak ass bitch.
Ain't
Really?
bitch for staying by that sorry nigga side. That's what they
Right?
say. Pick better, girl. Pick better.
Come on. Jesus
Pick better. It's
Christ.
like pick from what? What the fuck is you
Right. What do you want to pick from?
because
These niggas
really
want you to take them out on dates, child. They want to be courted nowadays. I'm not going. I'm not going. I can't. Mm-mm.
that's what I say.
Mm-mm.
I was like, you
I need me a strong back, hard back. You can call it just you call whatever the fuck you want to call it. I need me a man with a capital MAN period. You understand? And an exclamation mark on top of that shit. And I'm not saying I don't have one. I'm just saying I need for him to be that. I don't need to see you. I don't need to tell you how to be as a man. I don't know what it is to be a man. But I know one when I fucking see one. That's for goddamn sure.
Mm-hmm.
And he ain't got to be jumping up in the stands and I'm a man, I'm a man, I'm a man. Mm-mm. He ain't got to say it, never one time. Because you gonna know it when you see it.
As soon as they walk through, you're gonna feel it. You know, you always be weary of a person that always gotta holler about I'm a man. Because like you said, you ain't gotta tell nobody. That shit gonna shine through. And if you are truly a man, the women around you are gonna feel safe to be in their femininity. See, people think femininity is a choice. It's something that you can choose to do. No, you have to understand when a woman
nigga, you haven't said anything. You are telling the truth. When you around a real man that's masculine, your femininity is gonna bust through. You ain't gonna have no other choice but to be what you are because this nigga is being who he is. This is what it is. Baby, you need something to drink. And see, people will say, oh, you just being submissive. That's what the fuck it, that's how this go. Y'all do know this how this go, right? That's how it's supposed to go.
Exactly, because that's in a woman's nature. We want to nurture. We want to care.
Man.
But if we are with somebody or dealing with men who don't know how to lead, like we have to get into that masculine role, or you
don't have no other choice because you have a whole household that needs to be led. It can't not be done. You know what I'm saying? You don't have no other choice.
Right.
So nigga, if you can't do it, all right. I mean, but I can't wait for you to feel like doing it though. It gotta be done.
It has to be. And what people don't understand is that when a woman is in her feminine nature, that makes you vulnerable. That's the whole reason why we got men. You're supposed to be our protector. But a woman is not going to jump in her femininity if she doesn't feel safe. And what we don't feel safe around is emotional ass niggas. And I'm sick and tired of people trying to, they talk about women being emotional. Motherfucker, we supposed to be emotional.
Exactly.
Because emotions is what took care of your ass when your daddy walked away from you and didn't think your ass was worth raising. Didn't think you was worth having a father. You know, you want to blame single mothers or whatever, but single mothers was there. They didn't leave your damn ass. And not saying that everything was right, this, that, and the other, but stop blaming women for not being able to do her part and yours, motherfucker.
Exactly.
You can't teach
we weren't supposed to be doing all that.
Boy, how to become a man. That's your motherfucking job. And even if
I don't believe that either. You know how I feel about that shit.
Everybody chose wrong, this, that, and the other. All that shit don't matter. The child is here now.
Right. Can we work this shit out or not?
Whether you like me or whether you dislike me or whatever, this still your child, and you still need to think about them. This, that, and the other. But then when women get tired and say, we're not finna beg a motherfucker, to be in their child's life, then and shit go wrong or whatever, then all of a sudden it's all the women's fault. But nobody wants to talk about that. Every time that child leave the house and walk the street or whatever, you got grown ass niggas out there misleading them, giving them guns, giving them drugs to sell, this, that, and the other, but it's always the woman's fault. It's like that's what I'm saying. It's like we are all this excuse making is just making the men weaker, in my opinion.
And bitter.
Yeah. And bitter. But like you said, it's enough room to go around for everybody For everybody, like
Yeah.
we understand we are fucked up as a people. And if you understand
Mhm.
the history of it, hell, it was designed that way. We supposed to be fucked up. But what we ain't
Mhm.
supposed to be doing is helping the process, goddamn it. You know, I always point out
And with everything that's out here and available to us now, there's a whole network of black psychiatrists and psychologists and
yes,
therapists and shit. Get out here and get you some fucking help. You know you fucked up. Go
right.
get you some motherfucking help. Shit, everybody need to get a little something every now and again. Life is not easy out here in these streets
We all, and
nowadays. And
I
then when
think
you
it's
dealing with all that trauma from generation after generation
right.
after generation, I
But we
hate to use
pass
this
down.
term generational curses because it's overused. But
Right.
in our case, as Black people in these United States of America, it is a real thing.
Yeah.
So you got to heal from all of that shit, and it can happen. That's why I'm always like, I tell you that all the time. This shit can work, but you got to make the shit. We ain't gonna just, and you can't just snap your fingers and make the shit work. You
Right.
can't just go around arguing and bickering all the time and make the shit work. You got to take accountability. I got to take accountability. We have to take accountability, and then we got to move the fuck on.
Right. And then people, we need to stop listening to people that's unhealed. You know, we all are work in progresses and this, that, and the other. But I'm gonna tell you, I do know successful Black couples. I do know they might not be perfect, you know, whatever, but they about their family, they raise their kids, and you know, they care for each other, and they are
Right.
helping the community and not hurting the
Mhm.
community. And I never see the women that are in that situation. I don't see them out here bashing Black men. The men that are
Mm-mm.
in loving relationships, they not out here bashing Black women.
Mm-mm.
And so why are we listening to motherfuckers that have had nothing but failed relationships try to tell you how to look at the next person?
And
Like,
how am I going to listen to a man who, like men,
hmm,
tell me how to
hmm,
be a what the fuck?
hmm, hmm, hmm.
Listen,
And
man,
that's why I was
I'm
saying I
sorry.
be weary
You
of
lost me when you
these
that
men.
first flick of your wrist, my nigga. You lost me
Yeah.
right there. Soon as you flicked your wrist, I said, "Oh no, the devil did lie."
And
I
then these men so
don't want no
damn
parts
hurt,
of
they
this
can't even
shit.
see it, Jackie. They can't see it. It's
How
like
could you not see that though with this cat? How could anybody not see that? The first
right.
time
We ain't
remember
even
we
gonna
did a
call no
panel
names.
about
We don't
him.
even know who it is.
Remember I think you was the one who introduced some of us over
Yeah,
there to him.
because I
I
was
went and
not
looked at this nigga. I said, "Yo, wait a minute now,
right.
shit."
And
He
this is
said,
who
"What?"
y'all call a godfather. You know, but I do blame that. That's because it's so many men out here who didn't have fathers that they actually think that's what masculinity is supposed to look and act like.
Child,
And that
a
shit is
bitter
ridiculous.
woman. Because that's what he looked like.
That's what
A
it is.
bitter,
And see,
hurt
he's one of
woman.
those ones that I say are secretly jealous friends. They act like
Yeah,
it's a friend.
he
They
ain't a
act
bad
like
boy
they
for
for
sure.
you, but really he has a hatred for Black women. I don't care what
That's
nobody says.
sad.
And it's like, oh well, he be telling the truth. A whole bunch of the devil can tell you the truth,
I'm
but what is
telling you.
the intent behind it? What
And
is the
not only that, Nick, this is what they also forget. What is the solution? I heard your truth. I'm
they
living the
just
truth.
suffer
I
in
get it.
between.
We fucked up, right?
Right.
Okay, cool. Now what's the solution? You niggas never have an answer for nothing. Y'all
No.
got all the
They stop
problems
at it's a
written
white
down
woman's
and
fault.
circled and pinpoint. You did a whole the whole presentation and all that shit. You did all of that, but you don't have no solutions for this shit to work for both of us. You know what I'm saying? You don't have no solutions for that.
No,
High value men. You niggas ain't high value men.
not even
You
a
know how
little
many
bit.
high value men it is in the whole world? It's not a lot. It just is what it is. It's not a lot of rich men rich Black
Very
men, period, walking
very
around out here for us to choose from. Cut it out. Y'all
right.
some all right niggas and y'all need some all right females.
I'm
And then you
telling
can
you.
get to the high value part. Let's start here and then we can go up there. I don't need you to just be there. I'm cool with you not being there. But see, you have these niggas out here telling everybody, oh yeah, because they want you to do this and that. No, that's what you think. Ask half these women out here in the world.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to be out here breaking my neck and busting my ass for you to do nothing. But if you got a concrete plan and you got a way for us to get there, baby, let's get there. Come on,
Right.
what you doing?
We are ready. If you
Right, let's do
lead,
the
if
damn
you
thing. You ain't
lead,
saying nothing but
we
a
will
word.
follow. But you know, they're not even to the leading because they're too busy pointing their finger because it
They
fits
too
their
busy following a gay man.
right. Right. And calling him Godfather and shit. Like this
We're
man,
not talking.
in any
We're not
true
talking about extra fruity tonight, T Black. Not
no,
right now.
yeah, no. Yeah, the shit is just it's mind
And
blowing.
that's what they
It's
call him.
like
I thought that was a joke. They really call him the Godfather?
yes, they do. They are
Oh, get the fuck out of
that
here.
girl will cuss you the fuck out if you say anything about their godfather. Will cuss your ass out. And
The
it's like
Godfather that got caught on video or tape or some shit with a dude in the crib in
a
the
whole
bed.
man. A whole
Oh
man, girl. They made
man, you gotta be kidding me. Child.
all kind of excuses. And
And the words of Tracy, it's a lot going on, child. That's it is a lot going on. That shit is hilarious.
And you know,
Ooh.
and people don't even understand. And you know, people gonna say, "Oh, well, Nikki, you racist." What the fuck ever. You know, I feel like Kevin Samuels is definitely the definition of fake it till you make it. If you look at his background, that nigga ain't never been high value. He wasn't high valued until, according to his standards, until he conned y'all Negroes into all them damn cash apps and super chats.
But do you remember?
And it's so many bitter men. It's like, okay, really, a lot of them, if you listen to them, they really mad that they couldn't get the type of woman that they wanted until they could afford to pay for it. That's what they really mad at.
And don't be mad at us. Be mad at your parents. You know what I mean? But for making you, I mean, I'm not trying to be funny about the shit, but if you are unattractive, right?
Right.
And
so weird.
You out here trying to chase a woman that look a certain way, you know she don't want you. Who you breaking your own heart, my nigga? You ain't nobody doing that shit to you. You doing it to yourself.
And then what's so bad about it? They looking at these women, you know, a lot of them sometimes strippers that, you know, they done got their body done up and this, that, and the other. And then when that woman don't want their ass for nothing but some money, then you want to put that shit on all women as though black women ain't been struggling with y'all ass for the last
girl
years.
Come on.
Like that
if it wasn't for us, y'all wouldn't have shit right now. I'm not gonna say not shit, but if it wasn't for the support of black mothers in the homes, how many of these people that you see in high standing positions, they will tell you my mother this and my mother that. It's rare that you hear them talking about a father. I'm not saying it ain't a thing, but I'm just saying it's not a common thing.
Right.
You hear them saying my mother did this and my mother, you got big grown ass football players and basketball. This nigga 300 pounds and 6'5" and sitting up here crying like a baby because he loves his mama so much. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a beautiful thing, but it shouldn't have to be like that.
It shouldn't be. And then not to mention, you know, they black girlfriend and did their homework the whole time you was in high school and then college. And then you get where you're going and then it's like, fuck you. But you know,
and
it's
like, white girl get to sucking and slobbing on your Peter Tosh. And you know what I mean? She got some long hair and shit.
And be with your ass.
Milky white skin. And you don't see her as a gold digger. The Becky is the most beautiful glass of milk you ever seen in your life. And this bitch is much soon as she leaves, she ran your pockets. She took every motherfucking thing. And she gonna say unmarried so she can keep running your fucking pockets.
Yes,
and be fucking mad, nigga. She don't give a fuck. And you ain't gonna give a fuck either, because you gonna keep paying Becky.
Right. Girl, just like, you know, that girl that Tiger Woods' wife, you know, whooped his ass, you know, and it's like
Tiger Woods' wife got so deep in his pockets, he ain't never recovered.
Ain't gonna never recover it. He ain't even hit the damn golf ball right.
I was just about to say the same thing. That motherfucker can't even play. He was a beast that couldn't nobody fuck with Tiger back then. That white bitch said, "Oh really, nigga? You cheating on me? You cheating on me? Okay, motherfucker, I got something for you." She made this nigga have about 6 nervous breakdowns. He been to 5 rehabs. I don't know. They was following right. Ain't hit a golf ball right since then. I don't know what the fuck happened to Tiger. Them bitches, but that's what y'all want. And then they killing you niggas. Y'all niggas all on the internet. And black women this and black women that. And my white snow bunny this and she's this and this, that. And that bitch took your motherfucking ass out of here. Didn't she?
What he say? He said only white women can bring me peace. Like, yeah, she brought your ass.
She brought you the ultimate peace, the peace of the Lord. Made a peace of the Lord.
And then they trying to shame black women for not getting up and rally. See, now they want us.
I seen them all over TikTok. They said this ain't our business, and I concur. This
I
is
think
not
that
our business.
do your thing, have your fun. You know,
Shit,
it
this is
is
they
what
ain't
it
got
is.
shit to do with me. Have
But
at it, homeboy and
another
girl.
thing, another thing that would they think that like people like we give a fuck about that. We really don't. It's just that you cannot
No,
sit here and continuously bash us. Like this shit been going on for like 30, 40 years of
too
all
many
you
years,
heard
baby.
is that black women this, they loud, they ghetto, they this, that, and the other. Meanwhile, everybody is trying to emulate us. You got that baby snap turtle looking motherfucker over there, you know, trying to make it seem like black women is trying to look like them. A black woman is the creator.
What baby snapper turtle? Who a baby snapper turtle?
You know that slope-headed motherfucker over there that's always talking crazy. Get on my goddamn nerves. He's so goddamn stupid.
There you go, T Black. She has started.
Girl, I can't stand that motherfucker.
Nikki, you said that shit so smooth. I was like, "Ooh, what she talking about?" Oh my god!
You know what the hell I'm talking about. Cause he the typical
Oh
ass
shit!
beta ass male. Nigga, black women ain't did nothing but help this motherfucker his whole goddamn life. And as soon as he get mad, then black women is the goddamn problem.
Wait a minute. And then that bitch said something about divesting. Bitch, please go ahead, do that shit, please. Would you please?
Please. Ain't
I
nobody
will listen. Me personally, will put up we can have a party. I ain't got to be there. We can have a mini parade, all that. We can do all that shit. If that's what you want to do, nigga, divest today, tonight.
But we
do
all
it.
know he not gonna keep it because that motherfucker can't get along with no goddamn body.
Not only that, but the way he was talking, he's talking about these women overseas and overseas and overseas. Honey, you ain't got it like that.
Yeah.
You can't afford that.
Can't afford none of that
you
shit.
Can't afford that.
Right.
Baby, no, sweetie, you can't do that. You ain't got it like that, baby. You ain't got it. You only want to work a regular job.
Right.
Them bitches, you got to have some bank for them bitches, and you might not have to have a lot.
Right.
But you gonna have to have at least a 9 to 5. You're gonna have to have something.
You gotta have something.
Because when they come, they ain't coming by themselves. They want mommy and poppy and the Tio and Tia and all that shit. They want all them motherfuckers to come. So you got to be ready for all of that. You can't afford that, boo. You can't even keep your water on.
Girl,
how you gonna do that? Child.
He delusional, but you know we always knew that. And he's so But
especially when it came to this shit. Now that's one thing we can't front on. We always knew that nigga was fucked up in the head when it came to relationship shit. They ain't never been no secret.
Right.
I'm saying, like, it is what it is.
Letting that nigga lie to you talking about he went to jail because he punched a wall and threw a tantrum because the girl wanted to have an abortion. First of all, why that woman didn't want to have your child? You crazy motherfucker. That's not normal. Women don't typically just up and want to have abortions by a person that's been treating them right. And you don't go to jail just for punching a motherfucking wall. Tell that shit to somebody else who don't know. But anywho, you know, it's like I got younger women in my family. As I said, we've been, hearing, black women ain't shit, this, that, and the other. Now, my generation was raised to be ride or dies. We was raised to struggle with you Negroes and to help you, and this, that, and the other. This new generation, they not having that. I got young cousins that are 22, 23 years old, ain't never went out with a black man. Ever. And ain't gonna plan on it because of all they have heard growing the fuck up. It's like, if you don't want shit, we gonna go on. But then as soon as you go on and they see you with a white man, you use a bed wench, you ain't shit, this, that, and the other. But like, where was all this energy when y'all was having jungle fever since the 80s? And it's like, but
and another thing that irks my soul, Nick, another thing that irks my soul about the whole interracial dating in general, right? Especially as it relates to black women, because black men get a different kind of fever. We get a different kind of fever, right? We get the fever. Oh, but you're so submissive to him, but that goes back to what we were saying earlier. If this man is making you feel so fucking secure and loved, you don't have no other choice. I want you to make me feel like this. I want to be safe with you like that, black man, but you not doing what you're supposed to be doing. And how can I feel safe like that around you? I can't. And that's not to say that he's so much better, but he's so much more secure in his spot that he's automatically making me feel the way you should be making me feel because you're not secure in your spot. And it's okay to not be that, but stop blaming me for the shit like I did something to you. I ain't do shit to you.
Right.
And you should be happy because somebody loved me. I'm happy because that cracker ass bitch love you. Right. As long as she loving you right, that shit ain't none of my fucking business. My brother love white girls. Love them. You hear me? He love them to death. Love them. Ain't none of my fucking business. Do I like it? No, but it ain't none of my fucking business. You love a bitch, I love a bitch too. When he say the bitch is done, the bitch is done. I'm saying like it is what it is. But I ain't mad at that shit. Love who you want to love. But don't be mad at me because this nigga love me and he loving me properly. Why you mad about that?
And see, that's
you ain't saying the nigga treating me wrong or he doing me this and he doing me that. They don't say that shit about the white men. We can say that about the white women because they be trying to shit on us to, you know what I mean, to get closer to the black men. White men don't do that. They just be loving on these bitches. And y'all mad because they love us? Get the fuck out of here.
Right. It's a lot of fetishization, be going on. And I be trying to talk to my son about that. Just make sure mama gonna love you regardless of whatever, but make sure you're not just sitting here being fetishized, because that shit happens. People act like folks can't have a racist mentality because they like black dick. Like that's dumb. That's
you hear
really
all kinds of multiracial kids, especially like on TikTok and shit like that. How they parent that one girl, she had a whole video, and her mom, she was telling her mom not to say the N-word, and she was saying, I say what I want to say. Her white mom, and she's telling her, but you're white. I don't appreciate you saying that. And she's you can get out. How the fuck we get there?
It's thousands of videos like that because you have some of these white women who may like black men, but they hate black women. And when they have these daughters, they treat them a certain type of way.
Shit, because they are black women.
Yes. And we have to understand that, you be careful who you have children with, because mothers are the ones who instill the culture. And you can find 1,000 videos on TikTok of people talking about the difference between having a white mother and a black mother. They also talk about how couples that are interracial with the black wife and a white man are typically more successful and more happy. And you ask them what they like about a black woman, they're gonna, talk about how intuitive they is. They help me to try to be a better person. They treat me well, and they don't demean me and this, that, and the other. You ask a white woman or whatever, and they be like, well, it's always some sexualized. It's always about the look. It's about, this, that, and the other. And I'm not saying every couple is like that, because I do know that there are some loving, biracial couples or whatever. But at the same time, it affects the kids, because it's so many mixed kids on there telling, that have white mothers and saying it's like, my white mother doesn't want me to identify with my black side. And they get mad at their fathers because it's like their fathers be just as racist as their damn mothers be against their people. You never hear a white man who date black women get online and talk shit about white women. They don't have to put down their women to lift somebody up. That's how a lot of this shit is just based out of hurt. And some of these Negroes, like that slope-headed motherfucker over there, really just think that if they get them a white woman, that they're going to be the white
man. Oh, every time I hear you go in on this nigga, this shit does my heart good. I'm telling you.
Girl, he's just a whole motherfucking joke. A whole joke. And it's like, matter of fact, I was trying not to, but fuck that. Like, you nigga, you's a straight up coon. You is a sell out to the highest motherfucking bidder. You will take on anything. You will sit there and let a motherfucker call you a devil straight up to your face. Just because you want some motherfucking approval. You will sit there and let that Puerto Rican, so-called Puerto Rican man, which I highly doubt, but whatever, either way it go, it don't make it right. But this motherfucker will sit there and cuss out a whole black woman, call her all kind of bitches and niggas and this, that, and the other, and your ass don't say shit just because you and your feelings about some shit. Like that, I can't respect that. And this
He
is
don't
why a lot of
respect his
people are
family.
losing respect for black men because you motherfuckers, y'all always have sold us out, always selling out the community, always.
A
And
bunch of fucking
that shit
weirdos.
is just, it's not cool. It's not
I
cool.
I didn't see him get. I didn't see him say over that. I heard him saying some stuff. I try not to watch that nigga.
Right.
But see that the thing about this person that he had on his panel, right? This blue line cat, right? See, the thing that people have to understand about Puerto Ricans and Hispanics in general, or Latinos, whatever you want to call them, a lot of them of that complexion identify as white. They don't
Yes.
see themselves as black. So you
Well,
can
white
say,
people
"Oh
count
yeah,
as
well
black
he's Latino, so he can say that." Oh no, the fuck he can't,
motherfuckers.
because he probably does not identify as a black person or even acknowledge any of the blackness that's in him. So
I heard
no,
him do that.
they don't get to do that.
Somebody early on when he first started coming around, I had saw something, and he was like, they asked him was he black because he was up there saying nigga this and nigga that, and they asked him was he black or whatever, and he was like, oh no, I'm Puerto Rican.
Exactly.
That lets you
And
know
he don't.
right
He's
there.
too fucking
But
dumb to realize
when
that
you get
Puerto
called
Ricans
out
are a
on
mixture
something,
of a whole bunch of different cultures. So
right,
you can't. Puerto Rican ain't no real. It's not a real fucking thing for real.
right,
It's just a
right.
mixture of a whole
And
bunch of
really,
shit.
all that means is that y'all ass got dropped off first. That's all
For
that shit
real.
is, and you speak
For
Spanish.
real.
That's all
Right.
it is. But that island was so goddamn colonized and so damn
Mhm.
whitewashed that,
Mhm.
and they were fed so much propaganda, that they
Mhm.
feel like they gotta separate from us when goddamn it, our parents, our grandparents in the 60s and 70s fought for y'all ass to even be here. And then y'all want to
Mhm.
get on, and that's what I'm talking about. Us as black women, us as black people, we fight for everybody. We fight for
Mhm.
everybody's rights and everybody's comfortability. But when it's our turn, we just get
Mhm.
dog. Like, how long you think that shit is gonna go on? And now you mad because the younger women ain't even looking at you niggas. And I ain't mad. If
Mhm.
I had a daughter, I cannot tell her that I would tell her to be faithful to the race because the race is not faithful to her.
Mhm.
And I'll guarantee you
And
that
it's a
shit gonna
shame.
affect black men way more than it's gonna affect black women because half of you niggas is y'all already committing self-genocide any goddamn way.
Mhm.
So if you want to go over
Killing
there
killing themselves
and get you
at
an island
alarming
girl or
rates.
this and another, take your motherfucking ass on because we don't need your ass any goddamn way.
Just like you motherfucking internet gangsters, you pussy. The internet gangsters come to my house.
Oh
Come here.
shit.
Come. You just
Oh,
really,
hot
really,
mess.
you do you want to go? Like, what the fuck is up at the jails? The niggas is trying to go to jail every 10 seconds. I ain't never
Girl,
seen
they
no
be
shit
wanting
like
to be
that.
with each other. Chair. These men, they'll be more faithful to they Barbaras
They
and other men
cellmate.
than they will to their own damn. I think they want to be with each other. Like, what the hell?
It's like they daddy, their godfather said.
Yeah,
They trying to normalize loving men. I
right,
guess.
right. Normalize these women ain't acting right. Like he's slowly, like he's grooming
Yeah,
the
he groomed them, but when he said that, I fully expected niggas to be like, "All right, man, look,
like,
wait a minute, nigga, you went too
like,
far with that
hold
shit."
on. Mm-mm.
No, they were still rocking with this nigga. Like, yes, that's right. We need to love each other. Bitch, what? Motherfuckers is crazy.
Girl,
Motherfuckers is
because they
crazy.
hurt, they unhealed, and like you said, you
Oh
motherfucking
shit.
counseling. They
That
need
shit took
counseling,
me out.
period.
I fully expected these niggas to be like, "Nah, Kev, man, yo, wait, hey. You went too far with that one. That was a bit much." Niggas was like, he talking right.
And then it's crazy because it's like you grown men, y'all out here in the free world.
Oh man.
You that damn hurt by black women that you got to sit here and listen to this closeted gay man tell you how to be a man while he's grooming you on the slick. Meanwhile, it's Negroes in Rikers Island doing life that got 4 or 5 faithful women. And you can't
Mm-hmm.
get one?
Child.
That ought to tell you something about yourself.
I can't. I'm telling you. I look. Look. If you do it, let me tell you something, niggas. Let me tell you niggas something that y'all need to know right now. Right? And I'm gonna tell you the niggas this, and I'm gonna tell black women the same thing. My issues, right? I want to be completely and 100% honest with y'all. There is a black man shortage, no doubt, right?
Definitely.
Black man, if you handled your handle the way you're supposed to handle your handle, you can have any amount of women that
You
you
want
want.
it. Women wouldn't even care.
Okay?
Let's be
We
honest.
wouldn't give a flying fuck. This is
So
what
I
you
wouldn't.
don't realize. If you did what you were supposed to be fucking doing,
I'm
right?
telling you, you can have five.
You could have different households, different shit popping off. We wouldn't give a fuck as
Right.
long as you was
So
doing
you
what you
keep
was
it
supposed to
real.
be doing.
Right.
You won't even do that basic shit, simple shit. You won't even do it
Because they're too busy trying to compete with us instead of leading us. That's the
but you
problem.
get more flies, brothers, with honey than you do with shit. Give
Yep.
her some of that honey and see what you get back. See
Right.
what you get back when you give up some of that honey. I guarantee you won't be disappointed. But you
Mhm.
motherfuckers is too combative. Y'all want to argue. Y'all want to fight. Y'all say it's us, it's not us, it's y'all. That's a fact. Y'all love arguing and fighting and shit and being petty. And oh, I'm petty. And come on, man. You can't
Right.
take on
A
all these
grown ass
women
man bragging
attributes
about being
and then be
petty. Like,
mad at the
ooh.
woman because when she say you a punk, because you got all these women's attributes, like that's you acting like a punk. You acting like a
Right.
female. That's don't nobody want to be with that. But
Right.
I'm telling you now, get your shit together. Get you a good
Mhm.
ass job. And get your credit score up a little bit. It ain't got to be all the way up there yet.
Right.
I guarantee you, right? You get with a level headed, good minded couple women, they gonna be like, all right, baby, how you wanna do this?
The sky
Because
would be
I
the
can do
limit
this.
for us. Right.
She can do that. Guess what? Half of us don't want to be full time women anymore anyway.
Oh, the
How
hell
about that?
don't either. I'm good.
We
I
don't
done
want to
had
cook for
that.
you
I should
niggas
put
every
some drink.
day. We don't want to wash the clothes every day. We just gonna keep it a stack, Nikki. It is what the fuck
Right.
it is. A lot
Right.
of us don't want to do all that shit anymore. We want to
Any damn
share
way.
responsibility. Come
Right.
on, you
Especially if we don't raise
you
our kids too, or they back
yes,
at the damn house. Ain't
girl.
nobody over
Listen, ain't nobody
there.
doing all that shit every goddamn day. Look, I need to relax. Go over that bitch crib. Let,
Right.
let her cook
As
you
long as these
something.
damn bills paid, I don't give a fuck what you do.
Come on, do what you gotta do, and don't be doing no outside shit, no sneaky,
Right.
creaky, freaky
Don't be
shit.
walking me back. Yeah. Like, don't
Yeah,
be
don't be
going
doing
out.
no crazy
I
shit.
don't
Do
want
what
no
the fuck
crazy bitches knocking on my door.
right. Do
Pass through
shit right.
early.
Do it the right way, and you can
Right.
have what you want. But you motherfuckers want to be out here doing all that extra shit, and you ain't doing the fucking thing you're supposed to be doing.
Right. And then got a
Mm-mm.
lot to kick it. It's like you ain't even got to do all that. Like you said, if they
Nope.
just honest from the get go, a lot of people, because hell, as far as polygamy, people participating in that and don't even know it. So it's just crazy. It's like, but we can't get past none of that. We can't even have the real conversation on that because people are still just bitter and hurt.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
Pink White Hog Line, please have that person email me that at yourfavoritenikki@gmail.com. Please and thank you. Yeah, that but back to that dude. You know, I'm I'm definitely, for my people black first. And one of my pet peeves is bad cops. So like if dude
Mhm.
is a bad cop, I won't know about it because you cannot tell me. First of all, he talks in
Let me tell you
stereotypes.
something. He was a bad cop. Let me tell you how I know.
You
Okay?
know how
And
he
let me
talks.
tell you how I know. Let me tell you how I know that nigga know too. Where
Right.
was he a cop at?
In
In
the
Camden,
worst,
right?
most
In
racist ass.
Camden, right?
Right.
Okay. He was a cop how many years ago?
Mm-hmm.
It's been some years, right? Well,
Right.
guess what? Being from that area, I can tell you that the FBI ran down the state,
And that's why it closed. Right.
ran down on Camden, took over the police force, right? Because the whole shit was corrupt. Took the whole shit over.
Right.
All them motherfuckers was corrupt. He
Yep.
was a
Every
part
last
of
one of
that,
them.
okay?
He
So
acts
he
just
was
like
corrupt
one of them.
too. Come on,
Right.
man.
Right.
He know
And
what
that's
time.
why I
This is what
said
pissed
if
me
you
off
want to
about
get
that
on
bitch
here,
ass nigga. You know what time it is. Camden is right across the fucking water, my nigga.
right,
We all get the same news, my nigga. You know what fucking time it is, my
right.
homeboy. You just let the shit rock because you a bitch ass nigga.
And because you're getting cash apps and some damn approval. Because you're
Come
so
on now.
desperate for acceptance. That shit don't make no sense. That man, he clearly talks in stereotypes. You can tell that he is not typically around black culture. He up there, gangs this, gangs that. He sound like my white coworkers. Like,
He sound like a corrupt ass cop from Camden in that era because that's what it was back then.
right.
That's what
Right.
I'm telling you. I'm
And
telling you what I
I
fucking
read
know.
it too. Like you said, they turned it into a county because they were so damn corrupt, and the federal government had to take over
They
that.
had to come and take over the whole shit. Now I don't know what's going on now over there, but I know for a long time that shit was ran by the fucking not it wasn't a local thing no more. It was ran by the state. The state was
Right.
running everything in there. Everything. The whole shit. Because it
That's
was
the
that
thing.
fucking corrupt. It was fucked up.
Just a whole culture of corruptness.
Child, if you went through Camden right now, that shit look
This
like
is
a
the
fucking
motherfucker
ghost
that he
town.
sit there and that's why we say he ain't got no discernment. He can't
Mm-mm.
read people. You know, that's why I
Mm-mm.
call him slow. He
He
just
ain't
don't
slow.
get.
That nigga slow as some
He
slow as
is
molasses.
the definition of a coon ass Negro. Like the damn community started going down with his damn generation, and we see why.
Mm-hmm.
We see why. And
And that's another thing.
I
They
can't
don't want to take
stand
niggas
corrupt
like
ass
him.
cops or whatever. And since he want to get up here and talk crazy to black folks and black women or whatever, I'm a FOI your whole entire career. Yeah, and then you gonna come on here, you let this motherfucker come on here and tell you to your face that he done what did he say? He perpetrated, he's a what's the word?
What?
Infiltrate. He
Oh, see,
infiltrated.
I don't watch him, Nick. I can't
Girl,
stomach them motherfuckers no more. I
girl,
used to try to
you
watch
better
that
look
bitch
good
ass
if you
nigga.
come to tell
You
me.
know, I watched the last time I watched him for any length of time, and that was only for about 5 minutes. Was when he did that. He was divesting shit, and girl, I was
I didn't see that.
laughing my ass off the whole time.
Right.
When I tell you I was
That's how
hysterical
you know
laughing, that shit had me
he
in
started
real.
talking crazy like that when
Nikki,
he was
I was
feeling married.
crying real tears. I was laughing so hard. That shit, I was like, this nigga, is it? Bitch, you should have heard. I was in here getting dressed. I said, bitch, you got, please. I'm talking to the
Right.
phone.
Harry
I'm
up.
hollering at the phone. Bitch, please, don't do that shit. Come on.
Right.
That's when I called you like, girl, you got to hear this nigga over here wilding. I couldn't take it. I could not take the shit. I said, this nigga's wilding. I
You
don't
don't
listen to
even know
and
how
I
much of a
definitely ain't
joke
gonna
he
listen to
is.
no fucking cracker talking crazy about white folks. I
Right.
don't participate in shit like that. I ain't gonna put myself through no shit like that because that to me is just weird as fuck. And anyhow you could sit up and see that man with looking the way he looked and knowing what you know about culture and race and this, that, and other thing. Well, what we all should know fundamentally, right?
Right.
And allow him to sit up and talk like that, I can't fuck with no shit like that, nigga. You a bitch. You a bitch and he a bitch. And
But
that's why I've been
he don't
saying it from
even
the gate. You a whole ass bitch ass nigga and you ain't got no fucking back. You don't have no morals. People need to stand on their
none.
morals. And nigga, you don't have none. What is you standing on?
Right.
You ain't standing on shit. You standing on the idea, your
That's the
imagination.
win.
You standing on
His
nothing.
whole morals and principles change upon who the fuck that he's around.
Child,
Because
please.
remember, that man sit there and called his ass a demon and devil after sitting there lying and saying that he was a Mason for weeks on end,
Didn't he?
attacking people, talking about they don't understand the brotherhood and this, that, and the other, and he was all
Mm-hmm.
apart. But see, once he got called out, then all of a sudden, you know, he following Jesus Christ. And
Child.
and then Masonic orders and all of that. And I don't agree with no organized religion or group or anything like that. To
And
me,
you know what's crazy? You would think that nigga would have presence of mind enough to say once that even that happened, because they was both on some phony shit, right?
right,
From what I
right,
understand about the shit, right?
because he
Even
ain't
with that, the nigga should have been like, "Yo, oh, okay, wait a minute, that's I don't fuck with all of that." Like the way
girl.
he talking, if somebody else
Was
was
that
talking
not
like that,
the same shit that he cussed Cynthia out for?
oh, child,
Was
please,
that not the exact same shit?
girl,
That
I
he
can't with this nigga. This
called,
nigga don't have
called them
no
women all
nothing.
kind of Jezebels and hookers. And nigga, say you didn't before I show the text messages. Notice that I ain't put out not one text message that had Cynthia in it, and that's for a reason. Lie, lie, lie. You sell out as nigga. You sell out as motherfucker. Like I have no respect for that motherfucker. None. None.
I don't
Just
get it
a
with the
weak
nigga. I really
ass
don't get it with
nigga.
him. One minute he getting on here talking about, I saw him the other day, because I'm subscribed, nigga, because I'm watching your downfall, so I'm subscribed to all the
Right.
channels, nigga. I love watch. I ain't gonna sit up
Not
here in
only
front. I wasn't for a long time, and I was like, why the fuck should I not subscribe and listen to watch this train wreck? Why the
right.
fuck not?
And
No.
we deserve to see this damn train wreck.
Hell yeah, and I'm enjoying every fucking second.
Girl, they
So
picked his ass up
he
just
got
to
on
get
there one
his
day
ass
talking
up
about,
there.
I let my friend I sent them the link to see some of the shit that go on YouTube and something. I said to myself, bitch, did you send him the link to the foul shit that you do on
Right.
YouTube, motherfucker?
If
I
you
bet
never
you
saw
ain't
the
send that
problem.
link, you raggedy piece of shit. You
Right.
trout mouth bitch. You
And it's like this nigga, and then he has the audacity to call somebody else a hypocrite. Like, nigga, what the fuck are you talking about?
nigga spell hypocrite. The next time you use a big word, bitch, I want you to
You can't
spell it.
spell no damn hypocrite.
Motherfucker. Spell it, bitch. I
You
swear to
got half
God.
of my brain
You ain't
and
allowed to
you
use
gotta
words
spell
that you can't spell, motherfucker. You better have a dictionary and a thesaurus next to you every time you say a big word. I need a spelling and definition, bitch, because I don't trust you. I don't I don't believe you, motherfucker. You don't know what the fuck you be talking about. You just heard somebody say the shit, now you saying the shit, motherfucker.
Right. Oh, thank you. My first super chat. I appreciate that.
Thank you. Yeah.
I appreciate that. Oh, that's
You
cool.
right, T Black. He just waiting for the right time. I think T Black. I think he's scared of this boy though. I think he's scared of this one right here. It's something. It's something. It's not just the donations with this one. I think he might be a little scared of this
I
Puerto
think he
Rican.
doesn't need them. Like, really, who all do he
Yeah.
got that's gonna come up on the panel
Right.
and do his old bullshit? Even though he looked like a goddamn fool. Like,
Mhm.
like everybody knows. Like, don't nobody trust that dude. Everybody know he's full of shit. The motherfucker told you that he was an infiltrator, and you still fucking with him. Like
Mhm.
that shit does not make any sense. And my thing is,
Mhm.
you want to talk about Chucky and all this shit that Chucky done said. What? Tell them people how many times you went on Chucky's panel after you knew he said that shit. You goddamn
Right.
hypocrite. Like that shit does not make
And
no
donated to the nigga. Like
yeah.
you. and then.
Right.
And then I'm gonna bring this shit up, and I don't like bringing up your little mods and shit, right? But I'm gonna bring this up, right? And you sat up and talked all that shit about Mel when she was over there at Chucky's. She was all kinds of bitches and this, that, and the other thing. That now she back over here donating to you, and
Right.
she's a queen and all this little extra shit.
Right.
Nigga, get your mind right. You can't even trick people no more. Like
Girl.
nobody is buying what the fuck you selling.
You
You
can buy
still
his
on
ass.
here hype for making $900 a month. I'm never, ever, 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 ever in life, ever, ever going. That shit wouldn't even sound right coming out my fucking mouth.
Not
And
as
you
a
supposed to
grown
be this
ass
super
man.
hustler. You supposed to be a super hustler. I was a mediocre motherfucker. You,
And was
I would
still making
never say no shit like that with a
right.
nigga. $900 a month. This supposed to be an easy hustle, motherfucker. You supposed to be making way more than that.
This
But
supposed
your
to
mouth,
be a
it's
side
your fucking mouth won't let it happen.
And then it's like, nigga, like what type of man have all them goddamn bills? Because we know if you behind on the water bill, you behind on all your goddamn bills.
Mm-hmm.
What man wakes up knowing he got all this damn debt and don't go out there and get to work and do some damn
But
hustle?
it's
You would
but
rather sit there and
instead,
argue with some
but
mother
instead, we'll strike up a line.
girl. Don't find time for doing that.
Ooh, the blood, honey. I don't
Right,
even believe in Jesus, but the blood of Jesus, God damn it.
right.
Ooh, and the
He,
why,
he
sir?
He don't either, but I always want to try to throw some Bible verses at some damn body. But
Child.
be quick to say he change up depending on who he around. He don't argue
Mm-hmm.
motherfuckers up and down about whether Jesus exists or not. He don't argue people up and down about being a Christian and this, that, and the other. But since it serves him as an argument now, and that's what I'm saying, you
Mm-hmm.
got to be careful.
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't know him, you would think that shit sound good. But stop letting people who know how to talk with emotion and then you take that as truth. Because truth be told or whatever, this mother he can't talk about no Jay Wilson. He can't talk about
Mm-mm.
nobody. He don't give a fuck about none of that because truth be told, if Jay Wilson would let him on his goddamn panel and do what the hell he wanted to do, he wouldn't have no problem with Jay Wilson.
Mm-mm.
He
None
only brings
whatsoever.
up that argument because he keeps getting rejected and he is not a part of anything. And it's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people, I guess people got issues with Kimmy and this, that, and the other, whatever. I don't know, whatever the case may be or whatever. But please explain to me what really did she do to him to deserve the type of heat that he be giving her? What
No.
how you gonna talk about
That
Chuck
should be burning me up. I
that
ain't.
bullshit that he said, but I heard this motherfucker the other day. I ain't heard nobody talk about it. This motherfucker sit up there and tried to throw up child molestation in her face. Somebody said, I don't even know if it's true, don't even think it's true. Somebody sat there and said that she got molested by her father. And this motherfucker couldn't think of nothing else to say but to say, yeah, you got molested by your daddy. Like what? And then
Who said that?
And get on. The slow-headed motherfucker said that.
He really said that?
Yes. Yes.
Bitch, you gonna burn in hell, you rotten, no good bitch. Why the fuck? Oh my gosh. I want somebody to beat your motherfucking.
Like, okay.
Yo, you got to be kidding me. Who says that kind of shit? Yeah, that shit just gave me chills. That's disgusting.
Girl, I was too done. And it's like people, and it's like I try not to get on people for supporting because it took me a long time to wake up too. But he wouldn't have dared said no shit like that if we was over there. He wouldn't have dared. Like, ain't no way in hell we would have condoned that shit. And it's like, goddamn, y'all don't like Kimmy that much that you would sit there and allow him to say some shit like that as a woman. And he kept saying it over and over and over again as though if it happened, she took some fault in being molested. Like, what type of shit is going on?
Wait. He said he was saying that it was her fault?
He kept bringing it up. He kept saying that her dad molested her. Like, why is you keep talking about that? Why are you saying that? Just because you mad because she drugged the fuck out of you? You mad because she kill your ass every time she go live? You jealous bitch? Every time somebody leave his ass and start doing better, he make it his main goal to try to have people look at them a certain way. Or
my nigga, somebody ought to bust you in your fucking throat, yo.
I'm glad.
That's some disgusting ass shit. And me and Kimmy ain't like, I don't really know the girl like that, so it ain't like that. Come on, man, that shit is disgusting, yo. Why the fuck would you see the same? That's what I keep saying. The same shit you wish upon somebody else is the shit that's gonna visit you. You got a whole daughter out here in these streets, man, and she can procreate. You better stop saying shit like that about stop doing that shit, man, because you gonna put some shit on some people that don't belong on. Leave that. That's crazy shit. You don't say that kind of shit about no fucking body, whether you feel that way or not. I ain't never gonna be that mad at nobody. It's some motherfuckers that I can't stand, but I ain't never gonna be that mad at nobody where I'm gonna feel like I can say some shit like that. Shit is crazy. That's crazy, yo.
Every time we think he can't go no lower, what
the bitch get a spoon. He get a spoon and he go right up under that hole that he just dug and dig some more. This nigga, it's no lows. It's no lows. It's no lows. You right. You had to bring it back to my remembrance. Shit, I forgot. Damn. That's some horrible ass shit, man. I can't. Yo, that's somebody off the. Ooh, I swear to God, man.
And that's why
my God.
I don't bother. That's why I don't even bother coming on here. Whatever I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna do it or whatever. Because the way I feel like that, he done did too much, and the nigga gotta pay. And that's just what I don't give a fuck about it being right or wrong, whatever the case may be. But at the same time, people be wanting me to come live. They love when we drag his ass. But at the same time, it's like, okay, but we can do that. But as soon as he started getting mad at somebody you don't like, then you over there amen him. Like at this point, like he full of shit, but you motherfuckers, y'all look, you just as worse. You worse, but you know better. You know better.
Because I wouldn't give a fuck who he was talking about.
He ain't and you still over there cheerleading for his goddamn ass.
Right. And every time he's on, like you just said, if he's on the side of the opposition, you want to go over there and support that. You don't supposed to support nothing this bitch ass nigga do. Or say because he's a bitch.
And he just gonna turn. Just like T Black said, it really doesn't even matter because he fall out with every goddamn body. He can't get along with nobody. And that's because the nigga is ill. He's ill in the damn head. He's going through menopause. He's having a damn midlife crisis. The nigga is shrinking. That's why he got more head than he got body. His damn nails is yellow with lines in it. Nigga, you need to go
get your... Did you see that shit and dirty? I was like, what the fuck?
We know why his nails dirty. But double check why you on here trying to drag some goddamn body.
I don't know why his nails dirty, Nikki. I don't want to know.
And you need to And you need to put his lace front back on. You need to put that goddamn that beard back on because you look sunken in the goddamn face with that pedophile mustache and shit. And y'all stop blowing this nigga head up, knowing he looked like Papa Smurf. Motherfucker. Like this shit don't make no goddamn. I
He
can't.
look like that dude. He look like that mask from V from Vendetta. He look like that face. That bitch look like that fucking face. I know y'all know what I'm talking. That bitch look like that whole V from Vendetta face, old pointy nose bitch, beady eyed, squinty eyed bitch. I can't say that. And he really be thinking he out here looking nice. Ooh, that shit irks my soul.
Girl.
Ooh, child.
A hot mess, but it's the same old. At this point, I'm just waiting on this nigga to stroke out. Because that's what's gonna happen. Because he gets way too involved in this shit. He get way too motherfucking caught up. And it was something wrong with him. Some
and then be telling people, and you don't have the right, and you don't have the right to comment on any motherfucking thing that anybody does on this internet. You was not invited. You were not invited to the party. You just came. You just bust up in the fucking party. You wasn't. Nobody asked you to be there.
Girl,
nobody asked you. Niggas was probably out like, man, did you tell this nigga it's a party? They see your bitch ass coming. They was like, oh man, shit, this nigga that came to the party. They don't want you there, man.
I'm sneaking through the back door.
Child, they do not want you. My mom had told this lady this shit one time at a barbecue. My mom was hella ignorant, right? You think I'm bad. My mom was terrible. This lady came to our barbecue, it was a family barbecue, right? My mom didn't like the lady or whatever, right? And she was saying something to my mom, not even nothing crazy, nothing. I think she was just asking her something. My mom turned around and said, bitch, you was not invited. That's what they saying to everyone right now. You was not invited. Why do you keep talking? You were not invited, sir. Please.
And then what's so bad about it? He one of them Negroes that don't understand when his welcome is wore the fuck out. Like it don't matter what you do, regardless of the situation. He's just getting used. He's a usable idiot.
And he like getting used because he like getting in the Duke shoot, child. He know his position. Right. He playing his position. Girl. See, it was us. We was the one that didn't know his position. We wanted to put him in a different position.
Right.
He already knew what his position was. That's why he stayed right where the fuck he was at.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. We wanted him. We thought he was gonna be, something different. No, the nigga liked the mud. He liked the dirt and the grime and the filth. He liked that. So let me stay there. You wallow with dogs, you come up with fleas. Fuck this nigga.
And now this nigga, he out there twerking and doing the splits.
Like popping pussy on a handstand, and like for real, like didn't wasn't it Ludacris that had said it? Right. Pussy popping on a handstand. That's what that nigga's doing. Like he ain't got to use. And we all know you flexible, boo, because you showed everybody you know how to cock them legs up, baby. So you know you out here pussy popping. Shit, I don't know if Kimmy was lying or not about that nigga sliding to your crib every night, but I like the lie. I like the lie. I like the whole. If it was a lie, if all that shit was lies she told, I liked every single one of them motherfuckers. And guess what? Because it's about you, my nigga, everybody gonna run with it because everybody hates you. Right? They hate you. It could be the truth or a lie. Ain't nobody gonna give a fuck because we hate. Nobody likes you.
It doesn't even matter. It don't even matter if she was lying or not. The shit was funny.
No,
and we
it
all
was fucking hilarious. I even
donated.
I laughed so motherfucking hard. I donated to the girl. The shit had me in tears when she said that nigga was flying to that crib at something o'clock in the morning, baby. I hurried up and hit that cash app. I told Kimmy, you doing the Lord's work, child. You blessing my whole life tonight. That shit had me floored. I said, Lord have mercy. If it's a lie, it was a beautiful lie, child. Yes, girl. That shit, I said, not the neighbors.
The neighbors. And you know what? I believe this shit. I don't give a damn. I believe it. I believe it.
Like I said,
Because he can't
If
get along
it's,
with nobody. I don't think he get along with his neighbors either. They probably do
I
get sick
don't think
out
he
of his
gets along with anybody. That's why he be on the internet searching for friends, child. That's
right.
why he be, they always blaming everybody else when it's these so guess what, y'all? Y'all favorite content creators are attention whores,
Very
and they
much
need
so.
you more than you need them. You think
Exactly.
you think they doing you such a favor, but
Right.
you're not doing them no favor. They, they're not
That's
doing
why
you the
I say it
favor.
all the
You're
time. The
doing them
rules
the
are the ones
favor.
with the
If
power.
you weren't there, they would fall the fuck apart.
Mhm.
It is what it is. And y'all
And
really be out
that's
here like,
another thing.
come on,
People
man.
don't realize this nigga, he is no different than a crackhead because one
Mm-mm.
addiction is no better than the other. And this motherfucker, I bet his mouth be foaming to go live. He cannot
Girl,
help himself. This motherfucker would rather go live than go out there and make sure his damn bills is paid.
and get a motherfucking
Sorry,
job. Ain't that a bitch?
you a sorry ass nigga, and then always want to talk about somebody want you, nigga. Don't nobody want your broke ass.
Who want him now? Somebody want him again?
Girl, he
Lord
always
have
want
mercy,
somebody want his
Jesus.
dumb ass. Just delusional. Delusional
Now,
as fuck.
everybody know your Peter Tosh don't work, sir. Don't nobody want no broke ass dick.
I'm telling you. Y'all listen to that mouth and you
And you
can't
know
even
why
give
I'm
no
going
good
so
thing.
hard on you, nigga? Because I heard you tell Goosey the other night, fuck me, but fuck you too, bitch. I'm gonna say fuck
What?
you to the day I wrote. Yeah, he told Goosey the other night, because you know Goosey, he ain't got no problem getting his ass about the shit he said. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So whenever he addressed him, he was like, you know what? Fuck her. Fuck her. Fuck you too,
And
you
see that
fucking
old
pussy.
trifling ass shit right there. That's what I'm talking about. I cannot get behind that shit because he cannot justify that shit under no circumstances.
I
None.
don't care if he can justify it or not, but I know what he won't do, and I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. I can't tell you to your face, bitch, nigga, because you know
Mm-hmm.
you would never, not in a million, all that shit you pop, nigga, on this internet. You and I both know you would never say none of that shit to my motherfucking face, because what you do know about me is that I ain't the motherfucking one. You pop
Right.
that shit about them other motherfuckers as much and as long as you fucking want to, but
Mm-hmm.
you know how far to go with me
Right.
because you know I'm really about that action, bitch, and I don't give a fuck about you being no motherfucking man. I will go up against you just
Mm.
like I go up against any other disrespectful
Right.
ass nigga. Now, if you ever want some fucking work, my nigga, you know what time it is. I ain't got to say no more than that. Cause I ain't never, my heart ain't never pumped no motherfucking Kool-Aid ever in my whole fucking life. From cradle to now. I ain't never been scared of near bitch, near nigga, nowhere on the planet. I could go any motherfucking where and I'm good. So you think that any fucking thing you say about me on the internet is gonna move me? It's not, my nigga. What you did do though is you made a fucking enemy for life, my nigga. And I mean for motherfucking life. And if you ever lay your eyes on me, throw your motherfucking hands up, bitch, cause it's on. And I mean it. Don't you never, if I'm 95 and you see me in a wheelchair, my nigga, if you see me,
So
throw
you
your
gonna use your
motherfucking
last
hands up because
breath.
I'm on that at my last breath. I'm going to take it out on your ass. Trust me when I tell you.
God
And
damn it.
I ain't no gangster bitch and I ain't talking no
Yeah,
gangster
it
shit, but
ain't
I'm
even
telling you
about
a
that.
fucking
Sometimes,
fact, my nigga.
yeah,
I'm going to bust your motherfucker. If I don't do nothing but bust your fucking mouth open, I'm going to do just that.
right. Because he
I'm
deserve it,
going to do
you
just
know.
that.
And I'm not a proponent of violence or whatever and anything like that or whatever. But that motherfucker need his ass beat. He need his ass beat. He talked
He
way
do.
too much shit.
He do.
Don't nobody believe you because a man that's about
No.
that, he ain't even got to say all that shit. He ain't got to say all
Mm-mm.
that. And people want to talk shit about, our cook or whatever. He had a few little sips or whatever. But let me tell you this: that man was at home with his woman, and
And so
every
what if
time
he
I
got drunk
go,
and got online? This pussy get on.
look,
He
this
don't
is
even have to be drunk
every
and get online and make a fool out of himself.
right. Done showed out on the guns. I don't know how many goddamn times, and then you want to try to get on your high horse, nigga. Shut the entire
Well,
fuck
at least
up.
our cook
And
had
I'm
a
not gonna
gun,
talk
an
about. I'm
official
not gonna
tissue
talk
motherfucking
bad
gun.
about
He
our cook.
ain't have no
He told,
BB gun.
huh, huh, huh. He pulled that thing out on his damn ass.
Didn't he pull the thing out on that nigga?
On his ass.
I don't condone. Look, listen. For all those listening, I do not condone that kind of shit.
Yeah.
But if we gonna make a comparison,
Hmm.
homeboy ain't have nothing on what Cook had cooking. You
All right,
understand? And
his
let's just take it a step further. Cook ain't no bad looking cat either. He ain't no bad. Now let's really get into it, child.
And then it
Cook
threw me
ain't no
off
bad
guard. I
looking
had to
cat.
remember that he had
I
a word.
said, okay.
You already know I got
Okay, cool.
in the goddamn.
Right. I said, okay, Cook out here being handsome with the baseball hat on. Oh, you better go ahead. Shit. Now that's what Bill got him, man. He thought he was gonna be some old ugly ass nigga that was all hurt up from the shirt up. Hurt your feelings, didn't he? He hurt your feelings, didn't he?
Right. And that's why he got so damn mad. He got so
That's
mad.
why he was mad, Nikki.
All the women started going over there.
They was like, oh, wait a minute.
We don't believe you no more, motherfucker. You
Mm-mm.
that shit over whatever you got over there. Fuck that. You know, our cook is all right with me. And the thing about it is that man was more than respectful. Every time I seen him, he was always trying to work it out.
He was always respectful. He was always considerate to everybody.
If he lost top one night, I'm not gonna blame him because I would have cussed that motherfucker out weeks ago.
People get fed up. Shit. People get tired of motherfuckers talking about him.
These Negroes.
And as much as he wanted him to as much as whoever hate Kimmy now wanted him to go in on Kimmy, as drunk as he was, he still didn't go in on Kimmy.
Sure didn't. He still had some morals and decency about himself.
Exactly. He kept his word when it came to that.
Right.
So you can't compare yours. You can say he was drunk as a stone and he's parting his ass cheeks. He's still a man of his motherfucking word. He kept his word when it came to that.
Sure did.
Now I don't know about nothing else. I don't know if y'all had some kind of agreement, and I don't give a fuck because I feel like if you break an agreement, somebody else can break an agreement. So anybody that has any agreement with you, as far as I'm concerned, it's null and void as soon as it's agreed to because you can't be trusted. So it don't matter. You don't fuck. You really like dealings with you. Don't fuck. They don't mean shit.
Sure don't. That shit. His words change and blow with the wind.
Child, just like him, blowing with the wind, huh? Blowing, you would just be blowing, especially in the midnight hour. They said you like to blow in the midnight hour. Boy, if it ever come out, let me tell you something. If it ever come out, I'm gonna get on this bitch and dance a whole jig. I swear to God. Girl, I swear to God, in heaven, you hear me? I'm telling you that shit. I'm going to get on this motherfucker and do a whole 1-2 step. Do you hear me? I swear to God, heaven.
Right there with your ass, too.
Girl, that shit is gonna send me. I just want to see it. I just want some. Listen, I need some confidence. I want to see the shit. I want to end this nigga. That'll be the perfect shit for me.
Right.
If they can confirm. Girl, I swear to God, that shit would send me. It would send me to heaven, to heavenly.
I'd be done. Like I wouldn't need to see nothing else. Like that would be it for me. That would.
Nigga, I might stop talking about you if I see. That might and might. I ain't gonna give you no guarantees. I ain't gonna give no guarantees because I can't stand your motherfucking ass. So I might still, but I might not.
Right.
Let us know what time it is because see, I didn't suspect you, my nigga, until Jay Wilson. Ooh, baby, Jay Wilson do something to you. He brings something out in you that you can't control. You can't tell me that ain't no sexual frustration right there. Now I'm not. No. You can't. I'm a woman. I know what I see when I see it. Now
he acting like a little kid. You know how they get on you and then run. You know,
that's exactly what it is. Yeah,
that's how he act, and he don't even see it, but everybody else do. Everybody see it. Like everything say that he is about, and everything he is against.
I wouldn't have never. I never called it. I would never call him a faggot and no shit like not the F word. I'm sorry, pardon me. No disrespect to anybody. I would never call him no shit like that. I call him a bunch of other shit. But I would never question that man's sexuality like that. But when you came across Jay Wilson, my nigga, you turned into a whole nother motherfucker. So, you be on some other shit when it comes to Jay Wilson. And once again, they call Jay Wilson big and all that shit. Jay Wilson is not a bad looking man. So you cannot take that shit from me. He's not bad looking now. Come on now. Let's call this thing. Let's call a thing a thing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be out here trying to shit on these niggas. This is not no ugly men. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
And
These
there's
are some
nothing wrong with
handsome
no big
brothers.
old teddy bear.
And they out here working and doing a couple things. You understand what I'm saying? You can't. These is they got their faults and shit, but see the difference between them and you, bitch nigga, is you can't even hold a candle to that.
Right.
You can't even the thing that you say, and I'm not saying that he's not a man because he's a man as far as I'm concerned.
Right.
But you say that he's not a man. But even in that, you can't even hold a candle to that. Now, what does that say about you? Are
Mm-hmm.
you a man?
Right.
That man go to work. He
Jay
got a job.
is more man than he
Bills is
is.
paid. Got you know what I mean? Got a healthy,
Got
from what I
a
know, a healthy relationship. The
right.
whole what do you have any of those things? No.
He ain't got shit. But you know, our
You
cook
don't have
told
none of
that.
that.
Girl, I fell out when our cook told that nigga, he said, you poor. You poor in spirit. You poor in
Oh yes indeed.
girl, I listened to that shit about 10 motherfucking times. Like,
hmm
ooh, he got in his ass. I don't care what the hell went
hmm
over. You's a bitch ass nigga for not giving that man a fair one. I wish he hadn't went on the damn platform because we already knew your bitch ass wasn't gonna act right, muting his mic and
hmm
this, that, and the other. Put
Oh yeah, wasn't that some weak shit?
whole bitch ass.
That's when I turned it off. Nick. When he did that shit,
Weak
I
ass
was
nigga.
like, "What the fuck is you muting the man's? You wanted him to come over here. What is you
Right.
muting the mic for? Be a man." He did the same shit to Timothy Blaine.
Because he was
Timothy
scared
Blaine
he
was
was gonna get
airing.
killed.
Timothy Blaine was airing. Ooh, Uncle Tim. I don't even know Uncle Tim like that. Uncle Tim was airing that ass out. He couldn't
Yeah.
take it. Ooh, he couldn't take it. He aired his ass out so good. I think I watched that video about 3, 4 times. I said,
Right.
"Ooh, my God." The way he got in his ass, I said,
And
shit. Did
ass
he sit?
up.
He sat down in his ass. You hear me?
Right.
He climbed up on that nigga's back and squatted on that motherfucker's ass and commenced to telling him what they call it, the facts of his whole life. That's what he did. I
Like,
said, oh my God, the repression. Is that what it is?
got
Is he repressed
together.
running around here? Whew.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a beautiful thing. I
Right.
love to see other men getting his ass. I do. I
Yeah.
love it to death. I
But
love
see,
that. It's one
he
thing
don't
when
be
we
wanting
do
none
it.
of that. He don't be wanting none of that. You know, he'll rather
Mm-mm.
sit up here and argue with women and shit. You
Mm-hmm.
know, act like the shit. Like Kimmy just done did the worst thing to him. You know, like I just ain't seen it. But maybe something, you know,
I
they
don't know
found
the
out.
ins and outs of all that shit. I take again. I peek in, peek out. You know, I'll be there, but not really there. You know me.
Right, right.
But so I don't know the ins and outs of all of that shit. But I can tell you what I do know. He hate Kimmy, and
Yeah,
he don't hate Kimmy because of anything she did
right.
besides leaving his channel and
And
having an
doing well.
even more successful
That's
channel
all
than what
that
she
is.
had over there at
He's
the Queen's Court.
jealous.
And
Yeah.
if she'd have just listened initially, she'd have saved herself a headache. She should have
Mm,
just did that shit from the rip. But you
right.
live and learn. You understand what I'm saying? You live and
Everybody
learn.
has
It's
to
all
learn
good.
just like we had to learn. But you
Right.
know, and we told her, like, even
But the
when she was over there,
consequence
I
of
told
it is you got to deal with this
her,
bitch ass nigga until he get out his feelings.
yeah, because
That's the only consequence.
look, how did the shit really start? Because Kimmy sat there and told a girl that she knew
Mhm.
before him why she was
Mhm.
leaving. He used that
Mhm.
as an excuse to put out messages, record phone
Mhm.
conversation. No, that nigga was mad because he was
And
sitting there
now
with 20 folks
she's
in
a
the jail.
pig. She's a bitch. I can't
Right,
stand here and talk about the girl because he just bitch. And he
right.
probably talk about all of us the same way.
You know he
But
did.
I just to hear, and I'm thinking to myself, I be thinking the same way you think. What the fuck did she do to deserve this? She ain't
Yes.
do
It's like,
nothing.
okay, y'all, the
She
shit
didn't do a
worked out.
motherfucking thing to you
You
to
cussed her
deserve this
out,
kind
she
of shit
cussed
here.
you out. But what the fuck is
Mm-mm.
all this anger? And that's why I say he a dangerous ass Negro. Not in the
Mm-hmm.
sense that anybody need to be scared of him, but in it,
No.
you gotta watch a man. Most men, they move the fuck on. Like, okay, bitch, you don't want to
Mm-hmm.
act right, piece the fuck out there, act like they don't even
Right.
know you know goddamn mo. This
Right.
nigga has repeatedly, anytime he fall out with somebody, he go out his way to try to turn other folks against them.
Mm-hmm.
Like the something
Mm-hmm.
is serious. That's some old narcissistic ass shit right there.
Mm-hmm.
Like something is
That's some shit
seriously
that somebody need
wrong.
to bust you in your
At the
fucking
end
front
of
of
the
your.
day, y'all can feel how y'all want to feel. Like I'm not trying to say like I'm best friends with Kimmy or whatever, because like hell, Kimmy
Mm-mm.
came over here and tried to try me. She did.
Mm-hmm.
I kept it cute because I knew where it was coming from. So I'm not
Right.
even trying to say that. But regardless, I don't have to like or dislike nobody to be able to call that shit how I see it. That nigga is dead motherfucking wrong. And he mad because Kimmy be whooping his ass every
Oh,
time he
baby.
go live. And it hurts him. It hurts him.
Oh, child. I know that nigga. And every time you can tell how bad he hurt by how how hard he say bitch when he come on talking.
Girl.
He was because it's varying degrees. Because sometimes it's a minor little that bitch this and that.
Right.
But honey, when she gets some good numbers, that bitch, and I'm gonna put out this video, and I got the tapes, and I'm such a bitch, and this pig looking bitch, and you can call her all kinds of pigs you want to. The girl is pretty. You can say whatever the fuck you want to say about that girl. She's an attractive woman, and you need to cut that. You could. What pig she look like? Cause she wears long hair and she like a lighter complexion or presents as I don't even know what the fuck that is either. But all this they don't know.
It was the most beautiful thing around.
Right, and intelligent and all of the things. How did she not become that? You so full of shit. And if I say something, and this is one of his favorite lines. If I say it's this, then this is what it is always. I don't care if I get mad or not. Yeah. But when you wasn't mad at her, she was uber intelligent and beautiful. Right. Now she's a pig and this and that. She's the same person she was then. Mm-hmm. So what happened, my nigga? Just take your L and sit the fuck down somewhere.
And truth be told, she's still helping that nigga. Because if he wasn't beefing with her, wouldn't nobody even be paying no attention to his
Right. You absolutely
I'm
right.
sorry, like the folks over there, I understand y'all might not like Kimmy, but goddamn, you selling your soul to fuck with that nigga. You selling your soul. I understand. Goddamn it, I don't even know the histories and the backstories, you know, them
yeah, I ain't even need to get into all of that shit like that. Right is right and wrong is wrong.
But at the end of the day, you still gonna sit up under that nigga and you know he ain't shit? Like, like that shit ain't right. That shit ain't right. Like, and that's why I don't really participate too much. And I don't never want to just really be no content creator because it seems to me you gotta deal with motherfuckers that you know ain't shit just to stay relevant. And I'm not gonna sell my soul like that. It ain't that damn serious to me. Ain't no way in hell. Ain't no way in hell. I would gladly sit over here with just a handful of people. There's 40 people that's in here now. And before I would ever deal with that hypocrite ass, slope-headed motherfucker over there.
Oh, and you know what else he said on Goofy Panel? What? He said me and Nikki made up.
What?
I said to myself, maybe he mean that they had made up in the past. But see, the thing is, this is what I'm not under. This is what I don't understand, and he don't understand. Y'all never made up. Like, never. Once the shit was dead, like, and this was before the big blow up. It was never made up from before the big blow up. So when did you make up with her, Vaughn? Can you tell people? The people want to know. Ain't that how they be saying? The people want to know. Yeah, we want to know. When did y'all make up?
How the hell we make up and your number's still blocked? I refuse to even talk to that motherfucker. Ain't no up, nigga. It's fuck you forever. And I meant that shit because I didn't do nothing to you. And you still out here lying. And then what be killing me? I heard him the other day. He was trying to threaten Kimmy, but then gonna put me in the shit. Oh, well, you better be glad Nikki ain't here. Yeah, you better be glad Nikki ain't here because she get the documents from the county records. Like, nigga, I will send Kimmy your documents. What the fuck is you talking about? But he likes he put that out there. I guess because I was just minding my business. I was on TikTok. So I don't know if that means no, nigga, we ain't never gonna be cool. Ever. Cause you done
it's fuck you for life, nigga. We done told you about 11 times. It's fuck you forever. It's gonna be a forever fuck you. From now to you kick rocks, nigga. It's forever.
You can't disrespect me. You can't disrespect Jackie. You can't disrespect the people that's been good to you just because your little punk ass feelings got hurt because we didn't want to deal with your ass no more. And then think a few weeks is finna go by and then everybody's supposed to be cool. No, we don't get down like that. I don't get down like that.
And again, my nigga, it's fuck you forever, my nigga. You ain't had to tell Goose. You ain't had to say that to Goosey. Just know it's up always for with me and you. It's always gonna be that. It's always gonna be that. You ain't. It ain't. This will never be. I will never Not what you said about me. I'll never fuck with you because of the way you did them.
Right.
The ladies
Because
over
you
there. I'll
are
never fuck with you because of
before he did it.
that. Never. Never. You a bitch. You were more female than any of us ever were. The thing that people fail to realize, right, when he releasing all these tapes and recordings and all this shit, nobody was calling him. He was
Right.
doing all this phone calling and gossiping and all. That was him.
He leaves that
That
out.
was all him.
He leaves
You
that
never
out.
hear the phone. You never hear the phone ring and him say hello.
Right.
It's always somebody else saying hello because he's calling everybody else because he's a bitch.
And
He
that's
can't think
what
for
popped
himself.
it out.
He can't do shit for himself because
Right.
he don't have no mind. He doesn't have a mind of his own.
Right. And that ought to show people ought to see that now, because what was the narrative? Oh, we was trying to control him. We was
Mm.
trying to run his
No,
platform.
you was trying to control him. I wasn't trying to do shit. I ain't shit
Right.
in this whole equation.
People
I'm
didn't
just
give a fuck.
I'm the bad minded bitch that turns y'all against him. I guess well you turned you against him. I ain't shit because I turned you against him. But
Girl,
bitch, if I had my way, she'd have been against you 2 years ago.
years ago.
Boy, it ain't her shit. I'll let Nikki figure you out on her own. And it took her not 2 years, but it took her about a year and a little bit of change. And I'm so grateful she did. And I told her then, and I tell her now, I told her in between time. If you ever, I don't think that she would, but if you ever felt like that was something you wanted to do again, you have my blessing. I just ain't fucking with the nigga no more. If that's what you choose to do, I love you enough to say, cool, whatever, let's do your thing.
You have
It ain't
always
never
said
been
that.
no option. I ain't never been the bitch that you think I am, my nigga.
Right.
I'm that bitch to you though.
But
I'm that
see,
bitch to you though. I can't stand you because you was a bad minded, bad mouth, bad move making ass nigga. Everything about you is bad. And
right.
that's why you always doing and saying foul shit about other people. Because that's how you feel about yourself.
Hmm.
You feel like
He just be
you a
there
piece of
talking about
shit.
himself. That's
You
it.
just projecting on other people.
Mm.
You know you a piece of shit. You know it.
Girl, just like
You know it,
he's
and it
trying to
eats
make
you the
a
fuck
big
up.
deal about Cook talking about church or prayer or some shit or whatever. But it's like, Negro, how many times have you spit out Bible verses and talked about Christianity while you was
Child
cussing
sitting up
somebody
there
out?
trying to sound
Boy,
like
shut
somebody's
the fuck
reverend.
up.
Ain't
Yeah,
nobody trying to hear
right.
that dumb shit you talking about after you sat up and told us how many millions of times that you don't believe in Christianity and the Bible this and Jesus ain't that. Nigga, you the biggest, you are everything that you claim you hate. That's what you are. You
Everything.
are all the things that you claim that you hate so much.
Right.
That's what you are. You are the walking, talking personification of everything
Yeah.
that you claim is wrong with
Everything that
society,
you
that's
could
wrong
turn
with black men, that's
to.
wrong in the community. You are all of those things, a walking, talking, fucking cliche. That's what you are.
Facts.
That's what you are. And you hate
Portrait
yourself
says
for
he's
it.
kissing coupons therapies, but trying to get back into the Babe Nation crowd. I mean, I don't know. Like, here's the thing. He's a very usable idiot. So,
Mm-hmm.
if and he makes himself usable. So if he wants
Mm-hmm.
to do that, then we already know how that's gonna turn out. But my thing is, it's like hell. The last time I seen him over there, they told his ass he was delusional. Like, so it's like that's what I don't understand. Like, if you know a motherfucker ain't shit, then it's like, and he ignores that. He ignores the fact that they hadn't even just told him, like, nigga, we see you. But just
Mm-hmm.
because he wants to get back in so damn bad, he ignores all that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's okay because he just set himself up to fail all the damn time.
No.
All the time. But regardless,
And
I
you
don't know
know
why
you're
he's telling
sitting around
anybody that
looking
we
nuts
ain't
and
cool.
crazy.
Nigga, we ain't cool. We ain't never been cool. I'm still waiting on him to play them 2 recordings from the last time that I did talk to him on the phone that he done came
Mm-hmm.
out here and lied about. But he ain't gonna play that because that's when you was calling Five Babe all kind of bitches and hoes. You ain't gonna play that
Mm-hmm.
because you're trying to kiss her ass now. Yeah, get the fuck up out.
But a play ain't that what he did to Kimmy? He played some recordings of Kimmy talking about her, and then her and Five fell out again or whatever the case may be. This nigga just
He was
I and I
trying to
don't.
get him into it.
They did. They don't. They ain't cool no more. They ain't. They was alright for a second there, and then He played some recordings of some shit. I don't know, but I just know he
That's
played
a
some
whole.
recordings. And when he played the recordings, she went live and she was saying some things about Kimmy and Kimmy being like, I guess, two-faced it in a sense or some shit like that. I don't know because I didn't watch it. So anybody out there that's listening, I'm admitting that I don't know the whole story, but what I do know is that her and Kimmy are pretty much were, last I heard anything, were on the outs because of some shit that he played that she said prior to her getting her own channel.
He's a bitch ass nigga. He tried to do that when we first left. He tried to do that with me and a whole bunch of other women. Me, myself, I just wasn't going because I already knew what he was doing. He is
Mm-hmm.
good for trying to triangulate women against each other. And you can even
Mm-hmm.
tell when he got two women on the panel arguing, he sit his big goofy ass back and be giggling and shit like a little girl. Like you just don't know how much of a bitch you look like. Bitch ass nigga. Tell me
Oh
what
God.
man handles conflict the way he do? What's the difference between how he handle conflict and how a woman handles conflict? This nigga stay on the phone more than any woman I know.
Mm-mm.
Stay
That's
recording some
pathetic.
shit. Stay showing some text messages. Use a whole bitch.
He an agent. He a whole cop out here in these streets.
A whole cop.
You a whole he a cop. That's probably why you like that other guy. Cause
Right.
you want to be a cop and he used to be a cop. Maybe you getting some pointers from that nigga or something. I
Right.
hope so.
I still
But
not
the thing he don't realize is that
that.
nobody gives a fuck about that shit. I mean, people respond to the things that they respond to. I notice here on this, some of these people are kind of genuine, right? Not all of them are super foul.
Right.
Even the ones you think I'm learning are super foul. They have some good qualities about themselves. So I'm
At least
trying
they
not to
got
be
some
as
rhyme and reason. Right.
judgmental as I used to be about these niggas, right? But
Right.
what I do know is that a lot of these ones, like him, I'm not gonna name the other ones that I think this particular thing about. They'll do whatever so they can get some good, ratings or whatever, so they can, get good donations and they'll
Right.
participate in whatever little beef or
Because
scam
they're
or,
in the beef sector.
get up in arms about some shit that's not even necessary to be mad about just to make the shit look good so they can get donations. I can't knock nobody's fucking hustle. But
Right.
what I'm saying is I couldn't do it based off anything that nigga said.
Right.
I
No,
just couldn't, cause he bad minded. He can't. Ain't nothing like we told her a while ago. Everything he turn anything he touches is shit.
right.
So when you tried to get that channel off the ground, that shit wasn't gonna work because it's already shit. Everything he fucked with is shit now. It's over for him. He
Mhm.
just grasping at straws. He get a couple days where he got a few people in the chat and he feel good about himself. And maybe you should, but you still ain't shit out here. You still ain't shit, and people don't like you. And
And
you
you
made
can't
nine
tell
hundred
him
dollars,
that
and
because
you.
he has no discernment. All he gives a fuck about is numbers. And he thinks,
Mhm.
I really believe that he thinks that anytime he sees some numbers in there, that motherfuckers actually is there for him. No, motherfucker, people are there to laugh at your ass and to witness your
Mhm.
downfall. Period. Period.
Mhm.
And as soon as Kimmy start participating with your ass, you're gonna be back down in the dumps again.
Mhm.
Girl, it's
Yep.
a hot mess. I'm Thick White. How are you saying you sent it to my Instagram or you sent it to Goddess Effect? I'm checking though.
He sent you an email, I believe, and he sent something to Goddess at her on her Instagram, I think.
Oh,
But he sent you an email a while ago. I thought you saw it though.
I must have missed it. Let me check it.
Hey, power to the people.
And what's up, power to the people? How y'all doing? Feel free to hit the link. We just dragging a motherfucker right quick. We got to do that our monthly drag session. I got to get my little 25 or $10 or however much StreamYard worth. Girl, it's amazing. I was just thinking, I always beat myself up like, how the fuck did I not see that he was a fuck boy? But really,
Mm-mm.
in real life, I don't know no men. Not saying that all the men I know is just stand up people, But I don't know.
Yeah, but not no. I don't know no niggas like this. Man.
I don't know. No man that act like this.
I
None.
don't know no dudes like this, man. Not at all.
That shit is crazy.
Yo, if I don't, I ain't gonna say. I mean, he might be a real nigga somewhere, or a stand up dude somewhere, but I don't know nobody to stand up like that. I don't.
Girl,
How
no,
you gonna
ain't
stand?
nobody keep
You
his ass in
you
the house.
you ain't even stand. You standing up crooked, my guy. You ain't even like you. I I gotta be around some straight up. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't like wavering and cause I'm a waver. I don't need you to be wavering. I'm gonna do shit that you ain't gonna do. You gonna do shit that I'm not gonna do. I
Right.
need to have some balance. Now you want to waver, you going over there with them wavering ass bitches like them niggas is like you. Do that. But I can't fuck around with no shit like that. That shit'll throw me the fuck off and I'll be all types of fucked up. So I don't know. I don't fuck with cats like that. As a man, you supposed to be strong in your spot. You know what I'm saying? You can't, nobody gotta tell you that shit. Nobody gotta show you that shit. That's just what you are. That's just who you are. And either you are or you're not. And he just not.
He
You know what
not.
I'm saying?
And it's crazy because that's why, I always have been drawn to older people. I like an older crowd. And that's because I like to learn from the people I'm around. I don't want to hold nobody's hand. I ain't trying to tell no grown man how to be a respectable grown man or whatever. And it's like, nigga, you act like a little bitch. That's just all it is. All it is. Like, dude, like, and everybody see it but him. The shit is crazy.
And
But thick white line, I don't see a email. But what y'all arguing about in the chat? What's
I
going
think
on? Let me look in
I
the
think
email.
Nina might have misunderstood something. Power to the People said come to Baba, I think, but we know that that's a joke. Yeah, he
Right.
said Nikki come to Baba, and I think Nina might have took it to mean that he was like trying to be mean or malicious or something like that. But Nina, he wasn't. That's just
That's the
we all
running
know what
joke.
that is. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a joke.
You know damn
Um,
well I'm not going to no damn Baba.
Not that Baba anyway.
Hell no.
Shit.
Hell no.
That nigga ain't really a Baba. You got to earn titles like that. Shit.
Right. Thick white, if it's a big email, you're probably gonna have to upload it to Google Drive. I don't know if you know how to do that, but yeah, for Google, you gotta upload it to Google Drive and then send it to me from there. But yeah, that's probably about the only way I'm gonna get it. And my Instagram is Nikki Pope 747. Well, I got two. One is Nikki Baker. Yeah, you might can find me on there, but or just if it's a YouTube video, just type it in one of my old comments under one of my old videos, and I can find it then. But I appreciate.
Oh, and wait a minute, girl.
Oh, thank you,
Since,
God.
what happened to the child? What's her name? Mm, the truth seeker teller girl.
Who? Oh, that crazy motherfucker. I think she got ran off when people started looking into her background and found out that she's
Girl, that shit was hard. Wasn't that work?
yes, fairy. Like, yeah, it's always these old miserable ass bitches that's just, just mad for
Mhm.
no goddamn reason or whatever. And it's like that's a whole damn joke, a
Mhm.
whole joke. And then want to come over here and bother us on behalf of that sorry ass Negro. Like, get the fuck
Mhm.
out of here.
Talking about we demons. Nah, bitch, you the demon. You the one out here abusing your kids and shit,
Right.
bitch. What fuck type shit is you on?
The hell?
And I'm not laughing at no abuse or no shit like that. That's not what I'm laughing at. I'm
Right.
laughing at an abuser calling somebody a demon. That shit don't even line up.
But don't it?
Nina, it's okay. I'm a mean heifer too. It's all right.
Shit.
What you said, Nick?
I said hypocrites hang out together. Hell, they made
Birds
for
of a feather. And I've been telling you that from the longest time. Birds of a feather. Them birds be flocking it. They love to flock together, child.
mm-hmm.
They all full of
All that
shit.
damn anger for us, we ain't did shit to they motherfucking ass. Ain't
Mm-mm.
said nothing, ain't talked to or whatever. And then people act like we wrong for cussing his ass out. Like if you not seen all the shit, it don't even matter. Fuck you. You ain't gotta agree with it. Cause at this point, I'm way past right or wrong. It just is what the
Mm-hmm.
fuck it is now. Because he has done too damn much. Everybody kept it cool. It was this nigga going out his way, making all kind
Mm-hmm.
of phone calls on the phone all damn day like a little bitch because he's upset because people wasn't answering the phone, people wasn't dealing with his ass no more.
Mm-hmm.
Period. And then the nigga, and then if everybody remember when the shit popped off, okay, yeah, I was mad because that nigga was lying on me on the back end, and I wanted him to tell me what he was saying to my damn face. But even then,
Mm-hmm.
I'm the type of person I'll blow up and then I'm over it, I'm good. And I went on Treacy's panel. I didn't even dog the nigga out. I didn't even dog the nigga out. But what his
Mm-hmm.
old hurt ass feelings do, he get up the next day and then lie some goddamn more. Just because
Mm-hmm.
his little feelings was hurt.
Cause he a poor little baby.
Right.
Little stinky butt.
But you nigga, you can't sit there and lie on me time and time and time again and think somebody's supposed to forget about that shit. I would never, and it's not even about forgiveness. I hear you gotta forgive. You can't. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. Ain't nobody sitting around thinking about your ass or none of that shit. But I am not
Mm-hmm.
going to forget your actions. I don't give a fuck what you say. I don't care. That's what I'm saying. Once you realize that a motherfucker got a split tongue, it don't matter what he said. It's nothing that man could say to me that's gonna make me overlook the shit that he actually did. You's a fuck
Mm-hmm.
boy, and you proved it time and time and time again.
And you still proving it.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't stopped proving it yet. You would have thought that you would have took a break or a hiatus or some shit like that. And now his new thing is you can't get rid of me. Y'all can't get rid of me. Ain't nobody tried to get rid of you yet, nigga. It don't. You ain't that nigga. You are not that person. And somebody got to go through all these changes to get rid of you. Ain't hard to get rid of, nigga. You like a little a house spot. We just letting you chill. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. We just letting you chill in the crib. It's only one of you. You know
Right,
what I'm saying? So don't nobody mind shooing you around every now and again. Talking shit to you. You know what I mean? Because you're just a housefly.
right.
You annoying at this point. And you know what I mean? And when it's time to stomp your motherfucking ass out and swat your motherfucking ass and end you, that's what's gonna
That's
happen
what's
when
gonna
it's
happen.
time.
Slow
Yeah,
walking your ass,
yeah,
and
when
you
it's
fuck with
time.
this nigga because he's fuck wittable. That's just what that
Hmm.
is. I don't care nothing about your opinion. I don't care nothing about if you think it's right. I don't care nothing about if you think it's wrong. Because
Girl, every time I hear him say that shit be sending me into a frenzy.
bro,
Don't nobody give a fuck about what you think.
the
You really think
damn
people are sitting around worrying about what the fuck you think about them? You think Jay Wilson gives a fuck that you think
they
he's
don't.
X, Y, and Z? He
Mm,
don't give a fuck. You think any of these people that you talk about think negative? They care that you think that they don't give a fuck
right.
about what you think about them.
Because
None
nobody
of them.
has respect for him. Nobody.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
And
You like a rabid dog on a leash out here.
right,
Motherfuckers come get you, hold a leash, let you wild out and and
right.
spit and shit for a little while, and then put your dumb ass right back in the fucking cage. And you go for it every motherfucking time, cause you a rabid dog. You ain't got no fucking sense. The rabies and ate your fucking brain up. So now they just pull your motherfucking ass out the cage, let you act like a fool for a little while, and put your dumb ass right back in the
Right
fucking
back
cage.
in the
And
cage.
you fall for it and you
Every
willing.
single
It's not
time.
even that you falling for it. You know what it is,
Right.
and you do the shit on cue because you a good puppy. You a good dog.
Now he's a good bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Good
Yep.
bitch. Do a trick. Do a trick.
Mm-hmm.
Go
He
out there
does
and cuss
plenty of them.
somebody out. Go cuss somebody out
Mm-hmm.
there on my behalf so I can just dog
Mm-hmm.
walk your ass when I get finished with you. That's all that shit is. Ain't damn
spitting
delusional
and
to
spitting
believe.
and screaming at a goddamn laptop. You the toughest nigga online, boy. I swear to God, you are. All that spitting and howling and hooting and howling and shit. you doing? It's you ain't nobody in there with you, right? You looking at the screen. You ain't. It's nobody there. Who are you screaming and hollering at
They're
and
verbally
doing all
abusing that raggedy ass laptop.
right. How you gonna verbally abuse a fucking laptop, you fucking slow motion ass nigga? Sitting in there
You
smoking the
know what
chain
it was,
smoking
Jackie?
Newport.
Girl,
Chain smoking
same for
Newports
that
ain't an
motherfucker.
ashtray in sight. You putting the shit out in the fucking red cup, bitch. We know how you give it up. And the red in the red cup, bitch. You probably done knocked the cup over and fucked up.
Girl, sitting there butt naked at this kitchen table, smoking butts and shit, begging for a damn cash
Girl,
out
I
to get
cannot.
cigarettes and gas.
With fentanyl patches. Lord have mercy,
Oh Lord,
Jesus.
I've almost forgot about the fentanyl. You know,
Oh my God.
it's fitting, like, cause I knew something was wrong with that nigga. When he cut that camera on, you can see it in his eyes. Like that shit is not normal. I don't know if that,
Yeah, he looked bad in that car the other day.
but something is seriously wrong with that motherfucker. And it would make sense. I would feel better to know that his ass was on drugs acting like that. Because if he acting like that sober, something is really, really seriously wrong. That nigga need to be institutionalized.
I still don't believe he on drugs. Like I said, I like anything negative about the nigga. So
Right. Right.
let me tell you something. This is how fucked up I am right now when it comes to this cat.
Right.
Anything bad within reason, right? I'm gonna rock with it. You know what I'm saying? Just because I can't stand this motherfucker. So
ass. Vic
right.
have me holler. Vic be on that nigga ass. And I used to be like, Vic, just ain't
But
got
I honestly don't believe I don't believe he on drugs. Like I really don't believe that shit. Only because see, you gotta understand like drugs, right?
right.
If he was on fentanyl, right, he wouldn't be able to do this.
Right.
He would be nodding out and she would be fucked up. Like it just say what it is. He
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to do this. You understand? And that was 100 milligram patch. That
Yeah.
shit would have had him done off. He couldn't do this. If he was on crack, he would be speedballing all the time. He's
Right.
pretty level. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying the nigga crazy. I've been saying that for a long time. He's fucked up in the head and he's slow.
I
And
think
so
the nigga
that combination alone is bad enough. So if he had decided to take a sip of some alcohol or some shit like that, that's gonna fuck him up because he ain't no drinker. He's admitted that plenty and many times before. So when he get all fucked up in the head,
that nigga drinking when this shit first popped off, he was on the
right.
and shit.
We know that if he does indulge, he gonna wild out, and that's what he's been doing. I'm thinking he probably, excuse me, been sipping,
right?
And shit. But do I think he's on drugs? No, but I love hearing people say the shit. It's hilarious to me. I love it.
I don't really
get a kick out the shit. But I don't think the nigga on no drugs for real.
But still, I cannot deny that one time I never forget it. It was one time he hadn't been on camera for a long time, and his ass came on camera. That nigga eyes changed right before. I don't know what he was mad about or what he was angry about, but I'm like, is that nigga possessed? Did this nigga just shape shift?
Yeah, he's just a hateful. I do believe he evil like that though.
He got some evilness in him. He got to. That shit ain't normal. The level of anger that he has over this bullshit. You know how many people talk shit about me? How many people done disrespected me, my family, and this, that, and the other? I give zero fucks. This nigga be on there losing his goddamn mind.
You can't take this shit serious because this shit really is not going to affect your real life.
Yes.
Like it can touch your life a little something. You know what I mean? Somebody go to extra, but is it really, really, really going to affect your life? No. The reason why it affected his life the way it did is because he opened the shit up for everybody to do it. Exactly. Oh, well, see, I told you I did this. And now you're getting on here showing everybody all this shit that you can't, you already said, I work for this place, I do this. But then you're going to add fuel to the fire by showing them this and showing them that. And I'm proving this and I'm proving that. And I told y'all a long time ago, the more you feel like you got to prove to these motherfuckers, the more you're going to have to prove to these motherfuckers. That's why I said you can kiss my motherfucking ass. I ain't proving shit. If you don't believe, and he helped them.
It's like
he helped them.
Lose on this motherfucker before you realize this ain't for you. Like you done lost a board job. You goddamn it, you done lost every damn thing. Like what the hell? What else? What else? Like what do
Out,
you not
out here
understand?
shooting, out here shooting at homeless people.
Right. This nigga done just, lost his damn mind.
Oh,
And the thing
Jesus
about it is,
Christ.
I think he talks like that because he think the way he I think it really hurts him when he hear people talk shit about him. And he thinks that when he do it, it affects them the same way. No, motherfucker. People on here, they know what it is. People talk shit all the damn time, but ain't nobody tripping like you tripping. You taking this shit way too seriously. And that's why I say, Jackie, I agree with you. That nigga is ill in the head. Ill. Like
Calico Joe's. Oh, excuse me. I know your name from somewhere, Calico Jones, but who was crying? You cried when?
carrying on come yeah, around out of years what that says about y'all.
Oh, what? Who
Here
was
we go with
crying?
that bullshit.
Oh, what year?
Calico actually used to be in the chat.
He did, or she, or whoever it is,
Yeah,
and
he
you
used
was
to
sitting,
be in
and
the
you was sitting around too. You,
exactly.
in case you missed it, right? Because I get that sometimes some people come in and they miss stuff, right? In
Right.
case you missed it, we've admitted, that the nigga was foul and motherfuckers was ignoring shit, didn't want to see shit, didn't want to be privy to shit because you ain't want to believe the nigga was foul like that.
Several lives ago.
But then, shit comes to the light, people have their realizations, and
Right.
then you learn to move around.
You definitely did.
At no point in time did all of us collectively agree with everything that was done. You had some people that agreed with some shit, some people that agreed with other shit. So, that's how that shit went. But things addressed behind the scenes, yes. The problem is that y'all got mad because we didn't get online and be like, well, who are you? Well, I did. But
Right.
some people didn't get online like, you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be doing that, and making a scene about it. It don't have to be like that.
It
But at
doesn't because
a certain point, you
who was
realize
fighting.
that
Right.
everything you're saying is falling on deaf ears. So we all individually had our own way of falling back from the situation. Now, did anybody make a big deal about the shit? No. The big deal got made when that bitch ass nigga made a big deal about it.
Facts.
We was cool with just walking away and letting the shit be done, because you see you reach the end. Ain't no reaching the nigga. Ain't no changing the situation.
Trying to
Nobody
hold
was trying
nigga
to
the
change him.
hand.
But no more. It wasn't, the situation wasn't going to change. So you just you fall back. You know what I'm saying? But motherfuckers couldn't fall back without some pushback. And see, some people ain't gonna be pushed. I was okay with being pushed. I just didn't like to see my sisters getting pushed, and so that's when I pushed back.
Right.
And when
And
we
again,
pushed back,
like we
all
always
hell broke loose.
say,
This
and I
nigga
think
lost his mind.
that Calico probably come in here every single time and say the same old shit. We've already
Mm-hmm.
been through that and addressed it. And if you don't want to accept it, that's fine. Okay. You can think what you want to think, but you whatever. At the end of the day, we made our decision and we ain't going back on it. We see it for what
Right.
it is now. Should I have saw it earlier? Yes, I have said that
Maybe.
1,001 times. But regardless of the fact, you cannot tell me this nigga, he wasn't over there talking about no father child molesting their daughter and shit when we was over there. We would have never accepted that shit. We told him all the time, stop calling these women bitches and hoes. Stop arguing with women. We told his motherfucking ass, so it
Just
is
like
what it
the
is.
whole thing about Vic and his wife. He wanted to talk about Vic's wife
We never
so
let
bad it made his head almost explode, because every time he tried, one of us would get in his ass. Somebody be texting him, somebody be calling him, somebody be in the chat like, no, 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 no. You can talk about that nigga as much as you want to, but you're not gonna talk about that lady. That lady ain't did shit to you, and she ain't got nothing to do with this shit. Leave that shit alone.
several times. And he even says that, so it is what it is. Yeah, Nina, Jackie is very good at explaining the shit. I'm at the point now, believe what you want to believe. I don't give a fuck.
Nah, because I understand some people be trying to, and it be people that's listening that don't really know like what the real deal is. What the real
He
deal
know
is,
though. He know though.
we don't.
He hear it.
He know, but we don't fuck with the nigga, and we like talking about the nigga from time
Right.
to time.
That's just what it is.
And yeah, that's really all it is, because we don't have no expectation of the nigga. Because like you said,
No, don't.
we the nigga's a foul nigga. So like like I'm sitting here. I had the nerve, and I'm the one who noticed that the nigga has no lows, right? I
Right.
had the nerve to be surprised that he said that shit about Kimmy. I really shouldn't be surprised. I'm still surprised though, because I'm like, damn, nigga, you really. It's like you put the standard, you put the shit low, right? This
Right.
nigga get low. Like,
Girl, what you say? He
damn.
grabbed his spoon and started digging, not a
Yeah,
shovel.
that's what I said. Not the shovel. He don't get no shovel. No, that'd be too much. Like, right? He got to get a spoon. He get one of them big old the cereal spoons, that like the big cereal
Right.
spoon, tablespoon, and he get the chip slowly digging it out, digging it, and then the next thing you know, you got a big ass hole, and he talking about somebody getting molested. That's
Shit.
crazy shit. But I
And
remember La saying he said that about her before. I don't remember that shit, but at this point, I'm not surprised.
I would doubt it. I would
I'm
doubt
not
it.
surprised because I remember her saying that a few times, and I'm like, damn, I don't remember him saying no
Oh,
shit like
right.
that.
Her grandfather. Her grandfather something, and she was like, she didn't even know the nigga. You know,
She didn't know her grandfather.
or something like, I can't really remember how that went down, but yeah, something like that.
I don't know because I remember
Right.
her saying it before, and now that you mentioned, I remember it saying something about her grandfather, but I don't remember him saying. I ain't saying he didn't say the shit, but I'm just saying I don't remember him mentioning anything about something happening. But at this point, I don't put nothing past this nigga,
I
nothing
don't,
at all.
and I think they've done been cool since then, so I don't know what to say about that. But whatever the case may be, fuck that nigga. Like I said in the beginning, I don't care nothing about what y'all, if you think it's right or if you think it's wrong. I'm past that point. I'm past that point.
Mm-hmm.
I fuck with that nigga because he's fuck wittable, and he deserves
Mm-hmm.
it. And that's just what the fuck it is. And if I'm wrong, I'll admit that later. But right now, it is what it is.
I ain't wrong. I ain't admitting shit. I ain't never wrong when it comes to this nigga fucking for life. And
Right.
anything I say about the nigga, I meant it. Every word, good, bad, and indifferent. I don't give a flying fuck about you. Fuck you, pussy. You a bitch ass nigga. You a bitch ass nigga, and I get joy in telling motherfuckers you a bitch ass nigga. And the thing is, I get so much joy because everybody know you a bitch, and we all come together over here at Nikki House in unison,
Right.
hating your bitch ass. We just don't like your bitch ass. It ain't got nothing to do with no hate train. I wouldn't spend a dime on a ticket to get on a hate train about your fucking ass.
Telling you,
Fuck
damn
you.
train. I sit on the sideline and cuss your ass out. It don't make me
Right. I don't need to be part of no motherfucking trains. That's why I ain't never got on no panels talking about you. I never will get on no panels talking about you because I don't need to do that. You speak for your motherfucking self. We don't never. If we never said another unkind word about you, bitch, you gonna do it yourself. You
right.
do it yourself
He
all the
shows
time.
and proves the bitch in him every
Yeah,
time he open his damn mouth.
yeah,
And
you do it every time. So ain't nobody. I do remember he said that. Um, power to the people. He did say that shit
yeah,
about the
and
kids
then
being cursed and the parents being
talking
cursed.
about
He's a
folks'
nasty mouth
feelings
bitch.
and all of that shit. Yeah, he was getting outraged, especially when he started coming over to the beef sector. But what
Mm-hmm.
people don't realize is that a lot of us had fell back, but we didn't make
Mm-hmm.
a big deal about it. Like,
Right.
it ain't like it like one thing happened and then we got mad and then no, it was months on end. It was times that man didn't even have no mods in his chat, and the real
Wait
one,
a minute, girl, because he told Goosey,
I gotta go watch that
uh,
interview.
it wasn't even long. This is what I'm trying to tell you. It wasn't even long. He wasn't, Goosey wasn't fucking with that nigga for no long time. He don't
Right.
even like long.
Good.
So, um, he
Why is you
told
so talking
Goosey,
about gay men all the time, but you always on a gay man's panel? What the
this,
fuck?
I don't get it, child. It ain't no explaining the shit. It is what it is. Let your freak flag fly, my nigga. It is what it is. Just go and bust out that fucking closet with your
Right.
two on. Do a pirouette and a split, my nigga, and go and be you. Shit, that's
right.
what the fuck it is. Just let it be you.
His life would
But
probably be
he
so much
told
better
Goosey,
off. Just accept the
he
shit.
he told Goosey, you saying that all my moderators left. I only lost really 2 moderators. saying just me and you. I said, nigga, what? Try 20. Well,
What?
fucking hate with nobody fucking with you. Don't nobody, and you don't have no moderators
There's
over there that's
few
just
of
been over
us
there for
left.
a long time.
Hell,
Besides,
it probably
maybe,
was about 10 of us in the so-called mob meeting behind his back.
child.
Let him tell it. Like, dude, stop. He is delusional. He sit there. He's the worst type of liar because I think he's the
Hmm.
type of liar that believes
He
his own.
believe it. He believe it. That's for sure. Yeah, he do
When
believe
he
it.
has to do that, it's like he got to self-pacify his ego.
Hmm.
Like he's the
Hmm.
ultimate weak ass nigga.
He is.
And I was so happy to see Cook get in his goddamn ass. I don't give a fuck what y'all say about Cook. He all right with me, goddamn it. He all
Hmm. I like to see any man getting his ass.
right, because that's what he
It'd be a
needs.
shame. It'd be a shame if motherfuckers really let these other brothers, these stand up brothers on YouTube, know this bitch ass nigga is over here wilding out like this, because they would stay in this motherfucking ass. But you ain't even worth that. You not even worth the airplay that you would get by letting some reputable nigga get in your ass. That's why nobody waste no time with you, my guy. You could have been finished out here. Like it's not easy to polish you off. It's just a whole lot more fun watching you do it to your fucking self.
I'm telling you.
That's
No,
all it is. It's really all it is.
girl, when I get that text message, they be like, "Ooh," look. And I can tell when something going down because I have people, like especially people that be in the chat or whatever, they'll start hitting me up under my old videos, like, God damn, like, yeah, get his damn ass.
I love it. I love it. Every time somebody getting in his ass, I'll be right there in the bushes,
Right.
laughing my ass off. And here lately, I be typing a little bit every now and again. Be busting out the bush. You know, I don't never do no shit like that. I be busting out because I can't contain myself. Because sometimes they be getting in his ass. You know who can get his ass real good? Tracy.
Oh yeah. He can't stand her, but that's because Tracy be telling the truth about his damn ass.
Tracy be airing his motherfucking ass. See, Cookie getting his ass real good too, but Cookie is so goddamn vulgar. God, like it just be like,
hold on, I
damn.
listened to Cookie the first time in a while because I didn't even know she was still going live. But you know how I was cleaning the house up, and you know how you try to find something to listen to while you clean whatever. Girl, I was rolling. She checked the fuck out that nigga. That shit was hilarious. And
He
then
be
what's
doing him
crazy about
so
it is
dirty.
that, yeah, people, you know, they get a little wild, they get a little vulgar or whatever. But truth be told, most times when people talk about his ass, they be telling the damn truth.
They do.
And
They do. And quiet as a cat, not quiet as his cat. If motherfuckers would give her just desserts, Cardiva been telling the truth on this nigga for a long time. For a long time.
I was having a conversation with someone, and they was like, you know, I believe Claudiva. And I was like, no, yeah, if Claudiva just be over there saying shit, this, that, and the other. And then as shit just kept on coming out, like, no, too many women saying the same damn thing about your ass. Yeah, I believe his
And
ass.
they say the same exact thing that she said.
Yes.
It ain't even like these are not
don't
people
even
that
knowing
she's
each
in
other.
right. She not in communication with none of these people.
Right.
And they not in communication with each other.
Right.
How are all these women, and it's not nothing crazy, but they all saying some pretty basic, simple, same shit. How is that? Nah, I don't know about all that.
Back, a lot of stuff has come out, you know, because you know you want to think. And me personally, I try to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. I'm the type of, I ain't gotta like everything about you in order,
Right.
to like you, and you cannot deny this man was presenting himself one way and with us, and then really doing a whole bunch of dumb shit behind the damn scenes, and it really all came out, and it makes you think back, like when him and Claudiva first fell out or whatever. Like, yeah, a lot of that shit she was saying. Now, I think when she kept on saying she had the video, she might exaggerate a little bit, but it was some shit she was saying that was spot on, and other people saying it that don't know shit about her ass. So she wasn't telling too much of a lie. I think his ass was up there with his little penis pump. Yes, I believe it. I do. He always talking about he liked this type of woman, that type of woman.
Wait a minute, did you hear him on Jay Wilson telling? telling Jay Wilson that it be in their stomach. I said, how do you get it hard?
What you say?
He told Jay Wilson that they be when he be sexing or whatever, the women be feeling it in their stomach. I said, what kind of pretzel did you got to build? What pretzel you got to put this bitch in to make her feel, to make her feel that limp ass dick in her stomach? Ain't no way in hell you gonna tell me no bullshit.
Just delusional. Be living in a
Oh
whole damn.
Jesus!
First and foremost,
Oh.
we already know this nigga is not the most healthiest. It's a whole bunch of motherfuckers that's way healthier than his ass. But at the end of the day, you a 56-year-old man that's a diabetic nigga. And you trying to convince some women? Like, we already know what that's about. Shut the entire fuck up. Nobody believes you.
Like 10 toes say,
Why he always
shut
gotta
up.
talk so vulgar?
Just shut up. Should be killing me with that shit. Just shut up. Shut your bitch ass. That shit is hilarious. Ooh, that shit is, get in my comment section and talk. Oh my god, that shit is hilarious. But that's how I be feeling when he be talking crazy like that. I'm telling you, it was so. I said, this nigga really be talking like he is putting in work in them drawers.
Exactly. I was telling people, what is you telling a gay man about your dick for? Like, nigga,
exactly.
Come on, sir. We don't believe you. We don't believe you. You just, and then he's supposed to be so masculine. He's supposed to be so straight. No, straight men don't talk like that. Why is you having a sexualized conversation with a gay man?
You know what I realized a long time ago? And it's funny because the guy I was working with, he had the same issue, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was the same way. All he ever talked about was fucking. He was real disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
He's not from this country. And culture wise, sometimes they, depending on where you're from, they're a little bit more aggressive with the women, with women in general.
Right.
And I ain't built like that. And so, he was talking to me. He didn't talk to me crazy, but he called me baby. That's just something I never really liked to be called. I don't know why it always struck me as it's like somebody, a nigga calling me a bitch or something like that. Like that's how it feels to me. I never liked that. Not from young, I didn't like that.
It's a good vibe, right?
Yeah, I just don't like it. And I said, hey yo, don't address me like that. I don't like that. Oh, I call you. I said, and bitch, I'll take this tray of food and bust you smooth in your motherfucking face. No pussy getting motherfucker. Right. I ain't never seen a man who get pussy talk about getting pussy. No man that's really getting pussy. Pardon my language, ladies. That's in the, but y'all know how I talk.
You know what it is.
Ain't no man out here that's really touching some coochie, rubbing up against a bitch. He ain't talking about that shit because he don't have to.
Lane. And
that's the thing about that whole being a man thing. They don't need to talk about the shit like that because they don't have to. It speaks for them.
It's normal.
It's some regular shit. If you out here trying to sell your dick, if you out here basically trying to sell your dick, you know what I'm saying? So trying to sell this dream of dick to everybody, you probably ain't getting no pussy. Now, for whatever reason, either your dick, I don't know, your dick don't get hard, whatever it is, but you definitely ain't getting no pussy. You definitely not getting it.
He have a whole woman over there, but yet he on the phone cussing folks out and going on gay men's panels. But you got a whole woman upstairs.
Let me tell you something. He had a woman over there. But the woman he had over there, I doubt that she's still there.
I doubt it too, child.
Mm-hmm. I don't think whatever woman was coming over there, she ain't coming over there no more.
Right.
And she ain't been over there in a while.
Then got the nerve to sit there and try to call somebody over there at 3:00 in the morning for some limp dick. Sit your ass down. Now, I was insulted for her. Like, ain't no way in hell.
Because somebody called you lonely. You poor bitch.
And then, that's his pattern. Anytime his feelings get hurt by a woman that he done bigged up, then all of a sudden he want to act like he's such a player and such this. Nigga, please, at the end of the damn day, your ass is over there lonely as fuck. And you gonna stay lonely as fuck because ain't no real woman gonna deal with a nigga like you.
No. Not once she get a whiff of who you really are. See, he one of them. He one of them chameleon ass niggas. He put on a good front,
Right.
so it'll draw you in. You know
No,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? But then once you get in, you be like, oh no, nigga, I don't want no parts of this shit here. This is you want some bullshit, and you
Mhm.
skate. You know what I'm saying? That's why you hear him say, "Oh, my baby, this." It was like that when we was over there. One minute you got a baby, the next minute you don't. One minute you got another baby, the next minute you don't. One minute you're ready to get married, the next minute you don't. This bitch don't exist no more. What, you know what I mean? It was you was always doing the same shit. You've been doing the same shit for the longest time,
And then
and
it's like
you
a little kid, anytime somebody call his phone, he got to put it on speakerphone. Like, them people don't don't be wanting folks to hear their voices and stuff like that.
and
All
don't nobody care.
the some damn body.
Nobody,
This
don't
nigga put
nobody
his own
care.
mama on the phone. His own damn mama. Like, what the hell? Like, ain't nothing off limits to this Negro.
Nothing sacred to the
He will
nigga,
do
nothing at all.
anything to try to prove a point. And guess what? Folks still don't believe your ass. Still don't.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Still don't. I believe his mama don't even fuck with him unless she need a ride. That's what I believe, goddamn it.
Bitch, let me find out you the taxi.
Right. You know that's what it is. Yeah. She
Ooh, taxi, take me to the other side of town. That's an old ass song my mom used to listen to. It's
said,
a whole
yeah.
song called Taxi.
I heard
But that's what he
that's
is. The show. He a glorified chauffeur. That's
right.
what he is. The old lonely miserable ass nigga.
If he
That's
got a
right.
ride, yeah, they say he drive for Uber now or some shit.
Lord have mercy. Why would you have a CDL license and drive for Uber?
Yeah. As much as these truck
Especially,
drivers is making
I was
right
just
now.
about to say, especially in this climate, why would you do that?
And then,
Why
you
would
know why he would do that? Because that nigga cannot pass a health exam. He can't see. And that's one thing about being a truck driver, goddamn it. You gotta be able to pass that health exam. And his ass can't do it. Or either he just a lazy ass nigga. I
But
don't
the thing
know.
about him not being able to see
I
right
no man that ain't gonna get out there and work. I don't understand that. They got
is
no
what
nerve.
he need to do is take them Cartiers he love to show off all the time
Girl,
and go get
who
your
was that?
prescription. Go get a better prescription because clearly you ain't changed the prescription. If you can't
Because
see,
he
you better.
probably got that from that woman's husband, child. Just like he got all that Mason gear and all of that stuff. That's how he know, because we all know that nigga ain't
When he had that schmedium Mason coming.
a super medium.
That extra sweet with that widow ass phone, that widow ass cell phone, that little baby phone. If you don't go sit the fuck down somewhere, nigga, you got to be.
Looking like an overgrown 8-year-old. That shit didn't make no damn sense.
Not an overgrown 8-year-old. Oh
Sitting there
shit,
with that
nigga.
dead
God.
man's clothes on, trying to front and stunt. Like,
Oh,
get the hell up out
God.
there.
And I ain't even had a heart to go listen to him. When they said they were saying, "How where was I at? Either or Tracy's or Jay Wilson's." I was listening, and they said something about he called somebody down south to verify him being a Mason or some shit like that. The dude
Girl,
ain't even know
you
who
need
the
to go
fuck
listen
he
to that
was,
shit.
and he used his mom's name
Child.
to
Yeah.
bring him back to the recollection. I said, Jesus Christ, this nigga is down
No,
bad.
but let me tell you, this is when our cook had found out that, like, he was like, "Nigga, I don't believe you know Mason, this, that, and the other."
Right.
Like, so he was looking bad. So, he always on the defense. Like, nigga, if you on the defense, you losing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so he goes live, hooping and hollering and stuff, and then he
Mm-hmm.
calls this where he's supposed to, got born or joined the organization and stuff. That man probably had to be every bit of 70 something. It was an elderly man. And if you've been a Mason all this time, why the hell didn't he know who you were? And then on top of that, my nosy ass, I went and found out the chapter that he called was in South Carolina. So, like, nigga, I'm starting to really believe you, nigga. You're not from Philly, because you done lived more in Virginia and South Carolina. I think New Jersey. Like, it's like you just got to Philly. Like you
Mm-hmm.
can't. Like, why is you joining the Masons down there? And then what was so bad? They didn't even know who that. Now that was some old Southern shit. Like we do that shit. Like who your people? Who your mama and
Mm-hmm.
them?
Who your mama and them, yup.
Like they didn't even know who he was. And then what's so bad about it? The man said, "Well, I gotta go look. I gotta go find it." We done heard the whole conversation. He hangs up with the man and then start hooping and hollering as though that proved that he was a damn Mason.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
That's what
nigga,
I
is
heard.
you
That's how I heard it.
delusional? Like, what the hell is wrong with you? Like, you didn't prove nothing. Nothing. You
Mm-mm.
proved that your ass is inactive. Not at one point in all these years have you said that you was inactive as a Mason. You was up here acting as though like you was the big cool of
I
the
don't. They don't
organization.
dance. We don't dance.
Right.
What the fuck did you talk? You would stop. Let me tell you something I know
I
about
ain't
me. I
seen
used to
that nigga
talk
in
to a
20 years.
guy for a few years. Me and this person is still really cool, right? And he was a Mason. He's from Philly. On top of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I would get in his car, he would have these little books. You know, if he came from a meeting or whatever,
Right.
he would have the meeting.
Little
If
black
you
book.
look at the if you look at the books, Nikki, you can't even read what the fuck the book
What
is
it
saying.
is. Yes.
You can't even read the shit. And
Right.
whenever I would ask him anything about the shit, he would
Nothing.
laugh and say, "Come on, bro, you know I can't tell you about that."
Right. What
And
he
he leave
said.
it just like that. And I'd be like, "Well, just tell me something, something," because I'm nosy as fuck. So I'd be like,
Right.
"Well, just tell me," because I ain't letting the shit go.
Right.
Just tell me. And every time, just as patient and calm, you know I can't tell you about that. Or he'll laugh. You know I can't tell. And then he'll take his book, grab them up, put them in the glove compartment. I'm gonna just take this out your way so you can stop asking me. And then I'll be
Mm,
like, well, you know, I'm not gonna stop asking you all fucking weird. And then he keep telling me, you know, I can't talk to you about that, and leave it just like that. He never said nothing about no horns and this, that,
right.
and rituals and this, that, and this, and I gotta prove. None of that shit was ever said. He ain't never need to say it.
And then you got the old the no lip having ass ex cop over there. He was over there talking about somehow they was drinking blood and had a satanic Bible and this, that, and the other. Like, well, you know, in the past, if somebody said something about the Masons or whatever, you was talking about cutting somebody's head off. What
That's
happened
what
to
he
that?
said.
Like you fake, dude, you fake. And now that everybody is he's been exposed. Now that he's been exposed, now all of a sudden he want to be Christian again after all these
That
years.
nigga's having a fucking midlife crisis. He'll be anything. If
Anything,
you came
regardless,
over,
it depends on who
bro,
you
we
around.
came back right and we was donating and we said, "Bitch, we follow Nature Boy." He
Right?
would follow Nature Boy.
He would.
He
He
is
would
that fucked up. He wouldn't give a fuck, and he be. Let me tell you something. He be cussing motherfuckers out left and right.
on behalf of Nature Boy. Yes,
I
he
wouldn't be
would.
half a Nature Boy. Yes, the fuck he would, because he's
Right.
fucked up like that.
But
He
he's
don't.
sitting. I remember when Nature Boy, the last time Nature Boy even came back to the panel, right? The reason why Nature Boy was like on a goddamn media tour because right
Mm-hmm.
before he came on, it had came out that he was abusing the women. And I told
Mm-hmm.
him that I said, look, you're gonna have a lot of people, and a lot of people came. It was a lot. It wasn't 1,000, but it was a lot. He drew a big crowd, and that
Mm-hmm.
motherfucker caved. He
Mm-hmm.
caved. He couldn't even. He was like, "Well, if I ask him a hard question, he gonna leave." So fucking what? Like you just missed your
Mm-hmm.
opportunity because all of those people was there because you have presented yourself like this such stand-up man. So everybody's expecting you to check this nigga
Right.
because you know he ain't right. And he sat up there and licked his ass. And then that's when
And
the
not only did he lick his ass, he had him up there. He was up there wilding out on some of the brothers that was in our chat right at the time,
yes,
wasn't
yes, and they had to check him while he sat in the back looking crazy.
he?
Couldn't even
Mm-hmm.
control his own panel. He had to have other people from the audience come up there and check Nature Boy because Nature Boy
I
had
was, I
started
was,
him on his own shit.
I was in and out on that one because I can't stand that bitch ass nigga, and I wasn't even about to participate in that shit. Mm-mm. Nah, that nigga's a demon. Like a real life, he a demon in the flesh. There's something really wrong with that dude. Whatever happened to him in his life fucked him up really bad. And as far as I'm concerned, he's a sociopath.
I think so
And
too.
anybody that's that fucked up, It ain't no helping somebody like that. I know people be thinking, oh well, maybe we can, maybe you can't reach
Not at
somebody
50.
like that.
He gone. He
You
gone.
can't
He's
reach that
lost
nigga.
all.
He all the way gone. So you
Mhm.
gotta let that go. Where I feel, and I do feel bad for the people that fuck with him. I really do. And other people be like, oh fuck them, they grown, but they fucked up too. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's a I guess you call it Stockholm syndrome type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
It
they
happened.
just yeah, they not right in the head either. So I can't be
Right.
mad. How you gonna get mad at somebody just suffering from some kind of mental illness and get manipulated by a really good manipulator? I
Right.
can't be mad. I can't really be mad at that.
Because
Am I
people
disappointed?
intentionally
Yeah, I'm
look for people
disappointed
like
because you don't want to see people hurt further. And I don't know those people, but that's what they doing. You know what I mean? And this dumb nigga just put himself. You just threw your whole everything of all your quote unquote morals and principles you got just to have some views. My God, like you let him talk to your channel members, like your people that donate to you and that you deal with. You let him come up here and wild out on these brothers and. You know what I mean? Do all this extra shit, talking to him crazy. I didn't see him talking to him crazy, but I remember the brothers saying after how he was talking to them, and Vaughn wasn't saying shit.
he
Why are
sat
you not
his
saying shit?
bitch ass back there and let it happen. And really the man was disrespecting him and the people that was supporting him. It was that
Hmm.
one lady that came up there. That woman didn't disrespect nobody. She was really trying to get him and Art Cook to have a conversation, to have a fair conversation. And he sat there and allowed them people to dog walk her. And that old lipless ass motherfucker gonna sit there and tell that black woman, oh, go take your wig off, take your wig off. Now, that's how I know that this motherfucker don't know nothing about black culture. And that's how I
Hmm.
know he is racist. Because you gonna sit there and assume every black woman that she got a wig on. Now, black folks, we could look at her and tell, that was her hair. Like it was
Hmm.
obvious. But you gonna say
Hmm.
no bullshit like that. Like
Who
this,
is he talking about? Beach?
yes, beach. Yeah.
Yeah, that's her hair. Yeah,
Ugly and all this shit. Like that
she
was
ain't
some
nowhere near
ass
ugly.
shit right there. That girl didn't come up there and disrespect no damn body. She didn't cuss nobody out. Nothing like that. It's you so caught up in your emotions.
Listen
And
to your feelings.
this shit was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. Hey, sweet one, how you doing? Did I see Tanya
Hey,
in
sweetie.
the
Tanya was
whole
in here earlier, and I meant to say something to her, and I kept forgetting. Hey, Tanya.
all right.
And
Hey
she's
y'all. It's good
coming
to
in. Hey,
see y'all.
sweet.
And everybody that's gonna watch this later, the first 5 minutes is gonna be blank because I'm gonna take the song off. But I did just want to hear my song right quick. Um, so I'm not gonna hold y'all. Jackie is getting sleepy. I hear it, and
Jackie about to get these
my
kids
ass.
ready for school.
Right, right. Damn, it's Tuesday too. You sure right? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
ain't no going to sleep now. I'm finna go make me some
Uh-uh.
coffee.
Yep,
But
I gotta get you.
yeah, it was fun, like always. Like you said, we got to kick this nigga back in at least once a month.
Yeah, baby. You bitch ass nigga.
Right.
Cornhole in the middle of the night ass nigga.
So, I'm sure, and I give it probably about a week. By the end of the week, he'll be having a whole nother meltdown, and that's coming. So,
About something. I'm just wait. I'm waiting. I want to see a good one though. I want to see a real good one. It's a good one coming. I can feel it in my bones.
oh yeah, it's coming.
It's a good one coming, and I can't wait
Mhm.
to see it
Because that's
because
what
it's
happened.
going to be
They
epic.
set his ass up, they prop him up,
Yep.
just drop him on his damn head.
He always talk about other people being useful idiots. You have been the most useful idiot
I swear.
in all both of the sectors for the past year or so.
And what
You
they
like
say,
a
just like in
rabid
the black
dog
show,
out here.
he troll food. That's all he is. And,
Didn't
and
I say that before?
he's sector, he's a useful idiot. That's it.
Uh-huh. He get it. He damn sure. That's what I said it about. He candy troll food. He every
Can't
time
even
she
dog
need to
walk
be
his damn
every
ass.
time she need to be fed, she come and scoop his motherfucking ass right. I don't know what she be saying to the nigga, but she can make that nigga. I don't know what the fuck she be saying to homeboy, but he fall for the shit every
Every
motherfucking
time.
time. Every
Every,
goddamn time. She done had him so fucked up. He out here. How you out here advising some? How you taking advice from a woman that doxed your whole life. Like, how the
Docks his ass up and
you got to be the slowest nigga in the whole world, and then you got some kind of alliance. Pardon that noise. My big son is playing his game, and he's extra loud.
down.
Um, uh, yeah, she doxed your whole life, and you talking about, yeah, she was taking I was not, and you playing recordings of her telling you how you should be moving, and you going along with it. You got to be the dumbest nigga
Dumbest
that I ever
motherfucker.
seen in my
Right.
life.
And then what's so bad about it? You can't even get mad at like I don't even get mad at Candy no more
You
because
can't.
it's like she tell you I'm a troll. I'm a troll. Like motherfucker, what you don't understand about that shit? And she
Been telling
dog
you
walked
from the
that
day.
nigga every single time. It's like you a whole
Mm-hmm.
joke. You're a whole joke. But that ought to go to show people he cannot stand on his own. He will go back and eat his own shit.
He do it every day. He do it at least. He do it every 2 weeks.
Yeah. Because
If he
if
don't do it,
we fall out with Fat Blue Line, you know, that you can guarantee that it's like he fall out with somebody, then he run back to Candy. She do his ass in, then you know he finds somebody else to feed off of. Like it's just
mm-hmm,
it's a whole joke at this point, you know. So
it's
just
a short joke.
But it's been real, child. We finna get on up out of here and get
It
this
has.
started. But welcome. Thank you all for coming. Power to the people, Nina. I enjoyed you all, sweet one. I gotta talk to you. I ain't talked to you in a minute, sweet one. Um, Goddess Effect, thank you, ma'am. Thank you for my end. And salute to everybody in the bushes, everybody that's gonna see this later. We will catch y'all in a couple of weeks.
Peace,
Peace.
love, peace, and hair grease.
Right. Bye.
Bye.